Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
Welcome to Stay Tuned Sports, everybody. It's your boy King hanging out with you here on Sunday night. We've been waiting all day for Sunday night, or so Carrie Underwood says. So we'll see how this game turns out. Will it be better than some of the 4 o'clock games, which were, well, all the 4 o'clock games were awful. 1 o'clock games were great. Even though the 9:30 game today between the Giants and Panthers went to overtime and was tied 17-17, was a very close game. Boy, that game felt like it was dumb and really didn't want to go ahead and watch that game. But we did. We did. We had to watch it, and that's what we did. So, that's all I want to say about that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. If you like us, and I certainly hope you do. Again, we're just starting here on Sunday night. So, again, watch us for a little bit. But if you do like it, you like what you're watching, as we're watching along here with the Lions and Texans, please go ahead and hit that like button. And, of course, if you're watching along here and are yet to be subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously on the channel. We got Hamster in the chat. Hamster's been with us since 9:30 in the morning. He was watching the Giants and Panthers with us. He was here for the Eagles and Cowboys just a little while ago. And now he's here for Lions and Texans. Hamster's been with us. He is a football marathoner, just like me. So it's great to see him in here. ELS also in the room here with us. ELS, great to see you. Packers obviously had a bye week this week, so you've had a pretty stress-free day. No Packers games. So good for you. Right? No, the Packers had a bye. Right? I think so. Unless I'm out of my mind, I think the Packers had a bye. So I don't know. I'm all kinds of messed up. I do have a nice float here working here, a nice little cherry vanilla ice cream float made by the wife. You know, this is great stuff here, by the way. That's good, delicious stuff. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Again, the 1 o'clock games today were amazing. Bunch of great 1 o'clock games, but guess who decided not to broadcast the 1 o'clock games? This idiot right here. We broadcast the Giants-Panthers game. Oh boy, I wish I didn't do that. And then, of course, we broadcast the Eagles and Cowboys game. And boy, I wish I didn't do that either, because that was boring as shit. But I'll say this. I'm pretty much done broadcasting Giants games for this year. I might just stop. We're gonna watch good football from here on out here on this station. We have to. Like, I can't do that. I can't subject myself to it, and I can't subject you guys to it. It's terrible. I mean, maybe we'll run a poll. Maybe we'll ask, as I hit the microphone with my titty. Sorry about that. Maybe we'll do a poll about it, about whether or not I should still cover Giants games or not. But I really don't see the point of it. I don't. I mean, let me suffer and be. I'll watch. I'm still going to watch the Giants. I just don't think I'll broadcast it on here. But yeah, that's how we are. That's where we're sitting here on this Sunday night, getting ready for the Lions and the Texans, wearing their new Battle-Red alternates, not the ones they had before that were the regular logo and just red. Now they look like a gigantic satanic tampon. So I guess it's better. I don't know. Satan's tampon, the uniform of the Texans. Oof, ow. Again, punching stuff here. Don't like that. Don't like punching stuff. Let's see. Maybe I could, yeah, there we go. Moving myself up a little bit. Doing a little housekeeping here when it comes to the visual presentation here. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Let's lock this up. And just because I know somebody's going to ask for it, might as well We'll say hi to Taylor. Hi, Taylor. How you doing? Showing her ass. Again, good to be here with everybody. Actually, why is Taylor like that? Why is she down there like that? We should put her up higher. She should be up higher. Nah, I'll screw with that later. We'll screw with Taylor Swift's ass later. But here we go. Lions 7-1, Texans 6-3. And I don't buy into the Texans. I haven't. I don't. They're not nearly as good as their record indicates. Again, this is a team that lost to the Jets last Thursday, and again, they've played some real shoddy football over the season so far. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. Will Anderson again inactive tonight, as we see for the Texans. Nico Collins, 5th straight game where he's inactive for the Texans, still not playing. Hamster in the chat saying I'm pulling for anything that's not a blowout. Me too. Hashtag me too. I certainly hope that we don't have another blowout here, but one never knows. And especially knowing how the Lions are playing, which again I think the Lions are maybe one of the best, playing the best football of anybody in the NFL currently, and the way the Texans are not. Just checking on Twitter X here, seeing what's going on. ELS thinks you think the Texans will win? Do you want to bet on that? I will. Gambling advice is for entertainment purposes only. But boy, ELS, I don't know about that. What are you talking about, Hamster? You've touched me. You've touched my heart. You've got my heart on. I'll tell you that. Oh, it's been a long day. It has been a long day here. And we'll see if it gets any better here for the Satanic Tampons as they take on the Detroit Lions. Fairbairn getting ready to kick off here as the Lions are going to get the ball first. Okay. So I think we're all set. The kick is away. And that's going to be a touchback. So here come the Lions wearing their all-white unitard because they are adverse to wearing stripes or their silver pants or really anything other than looking just the dumbest way possible. But that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate the Lions decide to dress the way they do. I just hate it. I hate it. So I got Hamster thinking the Texans win. I got ELS thinking the Texans win. I think the Lions murder him. 1st and 10 is going to be incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lions. Hamster and ELS saying it's just a weird feeling. They feel it's going to be the Texans' night. We shall see. We shall see. Again, I right now I can't bet against the Lions in any way, shape, or form. They are playing the best football of any team in the NFL. Can they lose tonight? Sure. Listen, any given Sunday, baby, anybody can lose any day. I just don't think they will. 2nd down and 10 is going to be a gain of 5 yards. Gibbs with the carry. 3rd down coming up here for the Lions. Hand off, and that's going to be a 1st down. Amon-Ra, the sun god. He gets the carry. on a bit of an end around, and he gets the first down. I don't know why the timeouts weren't up there, but they're up there now. There we go. I was going to say, you got the satanic tampons versus the holy light there. When looking at the lines, and they're all white. So pure, so demure. Handoff again here on first down and 10. Gain of about 4 yards for Montgomery. I don't know what the Texans were thinking of with the helmets and the uniforms. Like, I'm sure they were like, "Oh, we're gonna look like bulls." No, you look like Satan. You look like Satan's tampons. The head to toe to red and the dark blue, almost black horns and numbers that you can't read. Bad. Just a bad uniform design. What are you gonna do? Goff throws to the backfield. That's gonna be only a gain back to the line of scrimmage. But we got a flag down. First flag of the game. Flag numero uno. And what do we got? Illegal man downfield on the Leons. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, second down. I hate that stupid penalty. Make it 3 yards again. Make it 3 yards again. Again, what a ticky-tack fucking call. Come on. Give him that cushion. Give him the cushion. 2nd and 11 coming up now for the Lions after that penalty. Oh, ball tipped, intercepted by the Texans at the 35-yard line. We got a turnover already, and hey, maybe you guys in the chat were right. ELS and Hamster, maybe you guys were right. Texans get the turnover, interception on the tipped ball at the line, and the Texans are set up in great field position. Going to be more like the 34-yard line is where he's actually touched down. Hamster and ELS with the Texans pick early on. Can the Texans capitalize here and get an early lead on the Lions? Lions have been playing the best ball of anybody in the NFL, but that mistake early on could be costly. C.J. Stroud looking to take advantage. Man in motion. I don't know who's who because I can't read the fucking numbers with these terrible fucking uniforms. So we got a run here from the Texans. Gain of about 1 yard, and that is it. 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Tejanos. C.J. Stroud, again, not a great time with the Jets. 11 to 31, 191. With only a 59.2 passer rating. Delicious. Vanilla ice cream float there with some cherry Pepsi. Mwah. That's delicious shit right there. 2nd and 8. They got him 2 yards on that one? That was only a 1-yard gain, let's be honest. Pitch back by C.J. Stroud, and that's going to be a loss of about 1 yard, yard and a half maybe. That's going to knock it back to 3rd and 10. So here we go. Oh boy, there's a lot. Yeah, that Herbert call with the Titans is bad. I'll get to that. Throw on 3rd and 10, caught at the 20-yard line, and that's gonna be a first down for the Texans as they are moving the ball here. Lions had a chance to get off the field on 3rd down. They did not. Tank Dell with the reception. Got it down to the 20-yard line. Chief Asset in here saying, let's go Lions. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Let's go Lions. I don't know if that's how it is. Huh? Handoff here on first down. Gain of about 2 yards for the Texans. I cannot express enough, with every fiber in my being, how atrocious these uniforms are. These are bad, folks. Joe Mixon there on the carry. I can't explain it. I cannot express enough how bad these Texans uniforms are. But here we go. 2nd and 8. 10-10 left here in the first quarter. Handoff again by the Texans. Lions, they swarm, they surround, and that's going to be a loss of 5 or 6. Yeah, that's a big loss there for the Texans. 3rd and long coming up. Chief Asset said, so your game went to overtime. The Giants game, yeah, it did, unfortunately. We had to deal with extra terrible football. Just when you think football's terrible enough, and then they make you watch more of it. It's terrible. So Mixon with the big loss there. Hamster in the chat letting us know that the Titans' new stadium is only going to seat 60,000. The Super Bowl has to be a minimum of 70, and the reason they're building that stadium is to get a Super Bowl there. So only having it with 60,000 seems like a dumb fucking idea. 3rd and 16. C.J. Stroud's going to pull up, throw up. He's not going to throw up, but it is a first down. Jesus Christ. 3rd and 16, and the Lions allow a first down. Unbelievable. John Mechie III with the reception. C.J. Stroud had nothing but white. It looked like a prevent defense. How much zone you want to get? You gave him the whole zone. You gave them 20 yards of open plastic to run on. How are you? What is that? So here we go. 1st and goal from just inside the 10-yard line for the Texans. C.J. Stroud back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught, and a gain of 2 yards for the Texans on the pass. Cade Stover, the tight end with the reception. C.J. Stroud retying his shoes. Got to tighten that sucker up. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Texans. Yeah, it's going to be a nice stadium, but if you want to have the Super Bowl there, you have to have more than just 60,000 people. I know what you're saying. With only 60,000, it's going to be very limited when it comes to the tickets, and that's going to be, the lower the seat amount, the higher the ticket price. But listen, Dallas has 90,000 seats, and they're still expensive. The Giants at MetLife have 88,000, and the tickets are still massively expensive. So whether it's 60,000 or 80,000, the NFL tickets are going to be expensive as shit, no matter what you do. But I'm surprised by that. Is Nissan Stadium still going to be the sponsor? Let me see. Yeah, approximately only 60,000 seats. My God. That's so bad. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Texans as they took a timeout, by the way. I didn't see that. And there goes Mixon running off to the left side, and that's going to be a Houston Texans touchdown. They take advantage of the interception. And they go up 6-0 here. Oh, no, I know that college football is king in the South. But again, Mercedes-Benz. I mean, Mercedes-Benz Stadium there only has about 60, 70,000. And Carolina is what 70,000, I think, maybe 65,000, something like that. Extra point kick up is good. And the Texans go up 7-0, take advantage of the interception from the tip ball from Jared Goff at the 35-yard line. Convert 2 third downs. One was a 3rd and 16 that they went ahead and converted. Lions could not get off the field, and the Texans at home take the early 7-0 lead. Lions nothing, Satanic Tampons 7. So yeah, I'm not sure. Like, that's still a lot. That's a lot of seats that they're giving up on. They should have. I thought there was going to be more. I thought they would have put more in the stadium, especially so because one of the reasons that they have the dome there, that they're building a dome in an indoor stadium, is so that they can have the Super Bowl, that they can have the Final Four, that they can do that kind of shit, you know. Yeah, you'll be able to get the Final Four, but Super Bowls are limited to what, 70, 75,000 is like the minimum they want for the stadiums. Like, so I imagine they're going to have room there where they can put in the temporary seating to get the capacity up to 70,000, but oh, I get it. I understand that college football. That's why the NFL wasn't in the South for a long time. Like there was, the Falcons and Saints only were what, 67 is when they went in there. People knew, like, in the South it was college football and that was it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. There was no competition. The NFL, like, pro ball was not a thing. And below the Mason-Dixon, like, the most South team you had was the Washington Redskins. That was the South team. If you were in the South and liked pro football, you were a Redskins fan. Like, the whole Southeast was Redskins. Like, professionally, you liked the Redskins, but everything else, you took college ball more seriously, 1,000%. Sorry, finishing my ice cream float there. Delicious. And I think it's still that way. I think, again, you have more passionate fans there with the Falcons, with the Saints, with the Titans, Carolina now in there, with Jacksonville. Again, Jacksonville's the north of Florida, and the more north you go in Florida, the more south it is, as we know. Here comes the kickoff from Fairbairn. And that's going to be a touchback again here for the Lions, as they're going to take over from the 30 again. And take 2 here for Jared Goff and the Lions, trying to go ahead and not have a turnover on their, second play of the game. 7:46 remaining here in the first quarter. If you're watching along, and if you are, thank you so very much. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like button. Go ahead and share us around all over your social media. Get more eyeballs on us. It certainly helps. And if you're watching and not subscribed yet, please smack that subscribe button right on the booty cheeks and join us here, as we are now on the road to 300. We just crossed over our 200 threshold. Now the next goal, 300, baby. Let's go. First down and 10, Lions. Ooh, that's going to be gate of nothing, I think, on that one. Second and 10, maybe second and 9. Second and 10, indeed, is the call here. Texans defense playing stout right now. Goff under center, takes the snap. Play action, throws down the field. Almost intercepted again. Woo, doggy. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Nope, that's a 9. So that's Jameson Williams. Thought it was an 8, was a 9. Jameson Williams, the intended receiver, almost intercepted. So 3rd and 10. Lions facing down a 3rd and out after turning the ball over on their first drive. Are they taking the Texans too lightly? We have a stoppage of play, and we have our second flag of the game. Delay of game on the Lions. They could not get it off before the play clock hit 0. 3rd and 15 coming up now for the Lions. Oh, boy. For a team that I said was playing the best football in the NFL, which they were, let's be honest. First 2 drives here, not going great. Not going great for the Lions right now. Third and 15. Got to get to the 40-yard line for a first down. They're at the 25. Goff back to throw. Gets protection, throws, and he completes it here. But it is going to be short of the first down by about 6 yards. And that's going to be a 3 and out for Detroit and a punt coming up for the line. My God, what is going on in the House of Commons? Are they, though, Chief Asset? The Texans are not that good. The Texans are not a good team. Not on the Lions level, anyway. Hamster said I should have bet on this. Return on the punt's going to get up to about the 44-yard line of the Texans, and that's where they will take over for their second possession of the game. Good field position. I don't know why I turned into a Victorian British man, but I did. Good field position there for the Fighting Satanic Tampons there, as they look to take an even bigger lead against the Lions. 7-0 Texans over the Lions currently. Hamster says that he should have bet on this. Maybe. Ooh, why is Lindsey Sterling on me? Okay, that's pretty good. I say, I got a message. What do we got? What's going on here? That was liked by my sister-in-law, Robin. That's cool. Shout out to Robin. Again, Robin, my sister-in-law, another big Giants fan. Boy, do we know how to commiserate about the misery that is the Giants. It is, it's a bad time to be a Giants fan. It's a real bad time to be a Giants fan. I don't mind telling you here. Sorry, I know, I'm just checking out Instagram Reels while I'm here supposed to be broadcasting a game for everybody. I apologize. My bad. Listen, it happens. Your wife sends you Instagram Reels. You got to watch them. You know, that's just how this goes here. But again, my name is King. Thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports for Sunday Night Football. I certainly hope that your teams had a great Sunday. I know that if you're a Giants fan, that didn't happen. But again, Chief Asset, your Chiefs went ahead and won with a blocked field goal as time expired against the Broncos. So 9-0 are the Chefs. Hamster, unfortunately, your Falcons not so well against the Saints. But we know how that goes, unfortunately, with our teams just, the Falcons are still in the lead in their division because the Buccaneers lost as well. And so you don't really know how bad it is to be a Giants fan, but you're doing well. You're doing okay. You're still good. You just got to get more consistent. The Falcons have to get much more consistent. Why is this all kind of? I'm all up, and then I'm too high, and then I'm too down. Like, what are we doing? Well, I mean, there's no such thing as being too high. Let's be honest. But what is going on here? Let me put this back down. Let's see. Let's go back down. Let me get out. Okay, let's see. We'll do that and see how that goes. I just got a giant fucking head, I guess. That just fills the whole goddamn screen. First down and 10. That's going to be a gain of about 8.5, maybe 9 yards. Depends on what the referees decide to give them. And the Texans, again, moving the ball here. I know. I like Young Wei Koo, but he, 3 misses today. But then again, Moody missed 3 field goals too for the Niners. But he got the 4th one. That's all that matters. C.J. Stroud, play action pass, rolls to his left, throws, caught. Tank Dell, first down. Texans, as they are now in Lions territory. First and 10, 5:35 and counting remaining here in the first quarter. Sorry about that. First and 10. Stroud, 5 for 5 so far, 47 yards passing. From the 41-yard line of the Lions. Handoff to Mixon. He's going to get about a yard. They might give him 2, depending on the spot. Second down and a long 8 coming up here, I believe. Chief Asset in the chat says, Texans are missing pieces, but so is everybody. So they're not as potent, but same could be said for your Chiefs. No, the Chiefs have a lot of injuries. The Texans, but here's the thing, even teams that have injuries also, some of them are still playing well. Again, the Lions have injuries. They're missing maybe their biggest piece in Aiden Hutchinson, and are still playing well. So, that's what I mean. Well, they're not playing well in this game. They have been playing well. Lions rush CJ. He gets it out to Mixon. Mixon's got open field, and he's run to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, down to the 4-yard line. First and goal for the Texans. Mixon has been by far the best player for Houston this season so far. That is the best pickup they have. And boy, the Bengals, again, said we don't think Mixon is going to be that much better with us here. They let him go. And boy, if I'm the Bengals, that's not quite Saquon level, but it's up there. First down, gain of about 2 yards, but we got flags down on the play. What do we got here, Mr. Officials? They're going to say holding on the Texans. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Move them back. That's going to put them back at about the 14-yard line. So it'll be first and goal from the 14. Is somebody shooting fireworks outside? What the fuck is going on? Someone's either shooting fireworks or playing the shittiest drums I've ever heard. One way or the other. No idea. So here we go. First and goal from the 13-yard line. Sorry about that. Let me get the flag icon down. 2-yard run here for the Tejanos. Mixon with the carry. Second and goal from the, I guess, about 11-yard line. Had an injured Texan offensive lineman on the field, Laramie Tunsil. My man with the lung capacity of a blue whale. As you all remember, before the draft, his father, I think it was his father, tried to sabotage his draft pick by releasing the video of him sucking down a gas mask bong. But I'll tell you, if anything else, like Pat McAfee said, if anything, that would make me draft him higher. The fact that he was able to suck that bong and that gas mask and not cough at all, that's impressive. That's impressive lung capacity right there, ladies and gentlemen. So Blake Fisher, the rookie, comes in to replace Tunsil, at least for a play. We'll see if Tunsil is going to be okay and can come back into the game. Second and goal from the 11. C.J. Stroud back, looking to throw, gets pressure, Flips it up. Incomplete. Intended for Mixon. 3rd and goal. Again from the 11-yard line for Houston. We see C.J. Stroud in the huddle calling out the play from his wristband. Chat seems quiet here. That's okay. We're all watching the game. This is exciting. Texans back. Look to throw. C.J. Stroud is going to get sacked back at the 16. 4th and goal. Texans are going to have to settle for a field goal. Is there some kind of fireworks fucking thing I didn't know about happening in Bayonne today? Jesus. No idea. No idea. Sometimes you just miss things. I have no idea what's going on. So here comes Fairbairn. Kick is up, and that's going to be good. And the Texans have themselves a 10-0 lead over the Detroit Lions, who have gotten nothing going on offense. They had an interception on their first drive, and they had a 3-and-out on their second drive. Can the Lions do something on their third drive? We're going to find out. Again, my name is King. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports on this Sunday night as we watch along with the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Thank you so much for joining us here. Again, if you like what you're watching, and why wouldn't you? I'm beautiful and sexy, and it's NFL football. 2 great, wonderful things together. Go ahead and hit that like button. Also, share us around. It really does help us around. Help us out. It does help us around too, I guess. I don't know. But share us around because it helps us out. There we go. Words. English. I know it. Again, so share it around on all your social media. No matter what you have. If you got Facebook, do it. You got Twitter. Why not? Or X, whatever the fuck he's calling it now. Reddit. Go nuts. TikTok. Share us. Why not? Can you share links on TikTok? I have no idea. I haven't been on TikTok in a while. The last time I was on there, I think I was just staring at Taylor Swift doing the vigilante shit routine. So that shows you my limited TikTok knowledge. Also, if you're watching along and are not subscribed yet, why? Why are you not subscribed yet? You know you want to. I know you want to. Subscribe to your boys here on Stay Tuned Sports. Hit that subscribe button. Slap that subscribe button right in its jiggly posterior. And let's get up to 300. Hamster in the chat says the Lions can score so fast that I don't think any lead is safe. That's true too. The Lions can strike, but boy, they got to show something here. Because it has been all satanic tampons in the first quarter here. 10-0. Now, again, remember, this has happened a couple times. Like Tennessee used to do this all the time. Tennessee was up 10-0 on the Bills. They ended up losing that game by 50. I think somebody else, I think the Titans also had a 10-0 lead on the Lions. And the Lions ended up blowing them out by 50. So taking a look here, all the great things for the Lions. 7-1, best start since 1956. That said, 6 straight wins, longest streak since 1995. Seeking first back-to-back title since 52-53. Here comes Fairbairn for the kickoff. I guarantee you this is going to be another dynamic touchback. Here goes Fairbairn. Kick is away, and that's going to land a yard in the end zone and indeed be a dynamic touchback. So Detroit, again, with 2:09 here remaining in the first quarter, going to get the ball at the 30-yard line. Can they get something going offensively? It's been a dry first quarter. Let's see if the Lions get a little bit wet. 1st and 10 Here's Goff. Play action. Can't find anybody open. Rolls out to his right now. Throws out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Man, Lions offense looks not good right now. Really doesn't look good. Matt Burke, defensive coordinator for the Texans, doing a great job with the Lions here. You got to think, the Texans looked bad against the Jets, who are maybe one of the worst teams in the NFL. Putting work here against the Lions. Under center is Goff. They're going to hand it off here on 2nd and 10. And Gibbs is going to lose yardage. He ran backwards, lost even more yardage as he tried to reestablish himself. So that's even more. So it's going to be 3rd and a fucking long way here for the Lions. I don't know, folks. That feeling that was in ELS's gut, that was in Hamster's gut, might have been the feeling. Might have been the right feeling. I didn't have that feeling. They did. Right now, Hamster and ELS in the chat being proven right so far here in the first quarter. 3rd and 16 for the Lions. In danger of another 3 and out. Getting loud there in Texas. Goff back to throw. Juggled and caught. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Lions. Jameson Williams with the catch. Lucky he got the catch because that hit him. Bounced in the air. He was able to bring it down. So Detroit with a desperate 1st down that they so very much needed. And was able to hold on even after the hit. And then the Texans tried ripping it out. After he caught that. Man, that was so desperately needed. So now from the 46-yard line. Goff back to throw. Gets Gibbs out of the backfield. Gibbs is going to get a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards, depending on the spot. I think it's about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up here for Detroit. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter, ticking down. Will there be another play? Will the Lions try to get another play off, or will they bring this to the second quarter? Looks like the Lions are content to go ahead and bring this to the second quarter. They are going to huddle up, but I don't think they're going to run another play. The game clock is down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that is indeed the end of the first quarter with the score. The Houston Texans 10, the Detroit Lions nothing. Lions trying to get something going here. As it's been all Texans after an interception and a 3 and out. From Detroit. The interception was turned into a touchdown by the Texans. The 3 and out punt was turned into 3 points by the Texans. And it has been all Texans as they are dressed in their alternate satanic tampon uniforms. And I'm not saying that to be misogynistic. I'm not saying that to be gross. Look at the goddamn uniforms. They look like satanic tampons. I don't know what to tell you. That's the best descriptor I can find for it. If you have something else, go right ahead. But that's what it looks like. They don't look like bulls. They don't look like cows. They don't look like some kind of, the Texan logo. They look like full-bloodied, heavy flow, satanic tampons. The end. Not saying it to be an edgelord. My edgelord days are long behind me. Just saying. It's what it looks like. And that's why I think it's a bad uniform. They're just bad uniforms. They're not great. Not great uniforms. They need better. They can do better. They can do better. I think they can do better. Anyway, thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. You're watching along here on Sunday Night Football. Some of the games earlier today. Boy, we're not even going to talk about the Giants game because, boy, I don't want to. And the 4 o'clock games were fucking awful. As you see, they were all blowouts. Eagles beat the Cowboys 24-6. Arizona beat the Jets 31-6. Chargers beat Tennessee 27-17, although there was a very controversial play in which there was a fumble by Herbert that was returned for a touchdown by Tennessee. That the referees then say if they looked at it frame by frame, it looked like that Herbert had control on one frame where it was going forward, so they said incomplete pass. And I think I stand with everybody else that says if you have to go frame by frame, then it's not clear and obvious evidence, and therefore it was a fumble. So I think the Titans got screwed on that from at least it being a 27-24 game and being a little closer, and who knows what happens after that. Washington, in the 1 o'clock games, the 1 o'clock games were a little bit tougher. Washington loses by 1 point to Pittsburgh, 28-27, and again, a very controversial call. It looked like Washington had made the first down. It was very close. Upon review, it looked like they made it, but the referees say the call on the field stands that it was no first down. Referee call, and Pittsburgh wins by 1 point. Buffalo wins 30-20 against Indianapolis. New England beat Chicago in Chicago, 19-3. As we come back to this game here in the second quarter, Jared Goff under center at the 50-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to get nowhere. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Lions. Other scores. New Orleans with the upset win over Atlanta, 20-17. Minnesota, 12-7 over Jacksonville. Jacksonville had a chance to win that game. Were unable to capitalize. Minnesota, though, boy, if I'm a Vikings fan, I am worried about that team and how they're currently playing. Kansas City with a blocked field goal as time expires to beat Denver, 16-14. Jared Goff in shotgun, 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Looks, throws. That's going to be caught. First down. Jameson Williams again. And the Lions move the chains. And, of course, we have the San Francisco 49ers with the last-second field goal to beat Baker and the Bucks, 23-20, down at Ray J Stadium. As now we have a barking dog. We had fireworks, now we got a barking dog out of fucking nowhere. Welcome to the professional studio. That is State Tuned Sports. Jared Goff, handoff here. That is going to be Gibbs, and he's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. They might mark him down at the 31. Second down coming up here for the Lions as they are starting to move the ball here into Houston territory. As we see Montgomery on the sideline. He's been running very well for the Lions, but he is currently not in there. Jahmyr Gibbs seems to be the top back. 2nd and 4 is the mark here. Sorry for the yawn, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long day. I had to wake up early and watch the Giants, so pardon the yawns. Handoff here once again to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to get 2 yards on the carry. 3rd and 2 coming up here for Detroit. Detroit. So here we go. 3rd and 1, I say. Not 3rd and 2. 3rd and 1, they're calling it. Jahmyr Gibbs goes out wide. Montgomery still on the sidelines. Empty backfield for Goff. In shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. He's going to run it himself. And he's going to get to the first down. Moves the chains. First down, Detroit Lions. Smart play there. They gave you all that plastic in front. If I'm Goff, you take it. And he did. First down, Detroit. Good run. Sneaky athletic. High motor guy. So, from the 25-yard line, Goff in shotgun. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Hands it off. Gibbs is going to gain about 5 yards. Oh, we got a little bit of pushy there between some of the Texans and the Lions. Oh, that's the neck crack I've been looking for. That one was good. I was going to say, for all the points that the Eagles scored against the Cowboys, Barkley did not. The Cowboys did a good job of containing Barkley. They didn't contain anybody else, but they contained Barkley. So, 2nd and 5 coming up here now for the Lions. Got to get to the 15. They're at the 20. Goff takes the ball, play action, rolls to his right, throws over the middle, throw, cut! Touchdown! Laporta, the tight end, and that is a touchdown for the Lions. And just like that, Detroit is right back into this game as the team is doing some kind of weird, goofy sorority girl pose dance. That was a little odd. That seemed a little, seemed a little odd. Just gonna say, that was a little odd. So 6-0 Lions. Extra point is up, and it is good, and that's going to be 7. So the Texans lead now is only 3, 10-7 over the Detroit Lions. Finally able to get something going after they had a 3rd and 16 on that drive. They were able to convert, and then they were able to march down the rest of the field. And there we go. So to start the second quarter here, Lions go down the field, score. And we've got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen, as Hamster says in the chat. Got a ball game. And indeed, we do. So thank you for joining us here as we're going to get a little bit more excitement here for this game. Ow, hurt my shoulder. Ow. All my shoulders hurt. Everything hurts. When you get old, everything fucking hurts. I hate to tell you that. And I'm old as shit. So everything hurts. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know what I'm going to do about it? I'm going to drink and probably smoke a little bit of weed about it. That's probably what I'm going to do about it. Helps the joint pain, you know. That's what I tell my doctor. Let me see. Any more NFL news coming up here? Again, oh, this is fun. Yeah, there was during the Cowboys-Eagles game, and me and Jimbo noticed this. This was a big thing, and apparently C.D. Lamb did say something about this. Let me jump over. We'll look at the article here. But C.D. Lamb dropped a touchdown pass because the sun from the glare from AT&T Stadium got in his eyes, and he lost the ball in the sun. Now, apparently, let me read this article here. This is again from Pro Football Talk. Cowboys receiver C.D. Lamb didn't make a catch on a pass from Cooper Rush that should have been a 3-yard touchdown right at the 2-minute warning of the second quarter. It was obvious on TV that Lamb lost the ball in the sun. That me and Jimbo were making fun of all game, the nuclear fire that was coming through. C.D. Lamb said, I couldn't see the ball at all. The sun. C.D. Lamb was quoted as saying, since AT&T Stadium opened, the sun has been a problem as the field faces east. It has an east to west configuration instead of north to south, so when the sun falls, it falls right there in the big windows that are there at AT&T Stadium. Lamb wanted to have curtains put in. He begging Jerry Jones to put curtains over the windows, something that's been proposed by many Cowboys players and opponents, but Jerry Jones continues to reject it. Asked if he wanted curtains, C.D. Lamb said yes, 1,000%. Lamb was asked whether he would tell Jones that. He replied, I mean, you're all doing my job for me right now. So again, that request has been put in. Texans are going to get the ball at the 30-yard line on the kickoff. Jones brought up the sun to the media without being asked, though it's unknown whether Lamb had mentioned it to Jones. Here's what Jerry Jones said, quote, by the way, we know where the sun is going to be when we flip the coin. So we do know where the damn sun is going to be in our own stadium, Jones said. Let's just tear the damn stadium down and build another one. Are you kidding me? Jones seemingly took a shot at Mike McCarthy, pointing out the Cowboys know, or should know, when the sun is going to be shining through the windows. Everybody's got the same thing. Every team comes in here and has the same issues. First down here for the Texans. Tank Dell has the ball, but he's going to lose about 5 yards. 2nd and 15 coming up for the Texans after that first down play. I'm not saying it's on McCarthy. I'm saying the world knows where the sun is. We get to know that almost a year in advance. So someone asked me about the sun. What about the sun? Where's the moon? We're fine. But everybody plays in the sun out here. Jerry. Put the fucking curtains up, would you? CJ Stroud, deep ball, incomplete, and they're going to throw a flag for interference. Hutchinson was the intended receiver. And indeed, pass interference on the Lions, and that's going to give the Texans the ball inside Lions territory. Big ball from C.J. Stroud. That's going to be down where? About the 33-yard line from where that penalty is. 34, 33-yard line. First and 10 they call from the exact 35. Handoff. And no gain for Joe Mixon. 2nd and 10 coming up. That's it. Jerry doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about his own team. His own team lost a touchdown today because of the fucking sun. And he's like, we know where the sun's going to be. Every year in advance, we know where the sun's going to be. Yeah, but you don't know who's going to win the toss. And obviously, the guys who win the toss in the stadium know which way they want to go. So they know, like in the second quarter and fourth quarter, they're going to make sure that you're staring into the fucking sun. So, give your team an advantage and put the fucking curtains up, Jerry. Whatever. Or you should have built the stadium north to south like a fucking normal person. 2nd and 10, incomplete pass. Tank Dell, the intended receiver there from C.J. Stroud. 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Satanic Tampons. Yeah, that's it. Jerry's in his box. He doesn't care. We know where the sun. We play in the sun around here. Around here, we play in the sun. And listen, maybe if you just had an open stadium, that's fine. But you have the sun coming through the fucking windows. The windows are literally acting like a fucking laser lens. They're focusing the sun down on that other side of the stadium. You can't fucking see. And that's been a problem now for the 10 plus years that place has been open. People have been complaining about that since they opened the place. Oh, that's going to be a big loss there for the Texans. Going to be about a 4-yard loss. They may mark it as only a 3, but I think it was a 4-yard loss. So it's going to be 4th and either 13 or 14 coming up here for the Houston Texans. But yeah, AT&T Stadium is just bad. It's a bad. It was the configuration of it going from east to west instead of north to south is bad. Having the giant window facing west, like if it was the other side of the stadium facing west, that would have been fine. Because now you don't have the sun coming in through the window. Now this time you have the sun coming through the window. It's blinding everybody. Fairbairn's going to go for a field goal. Long-ass 56-yard field goal. And that's good. So now with a 13-7 lead, Fairbairn, again, he's got that leg. He got that leg on him. Got that leg on him because he's got that dog in him. He's got the dog in him. They got that leg on him. 13-7, Houston with the lead over the Detroit Lions. Here on Sunday Night Football. Thanks for watching along with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. It's been just a pleasure hanging out with you guys all day. If you were with us in the morning, you watched me be absolutely crushed. I was a sports masochist this Monday. If you liked watching people be miserable and sad and damn near, I don't know, can you say suicidal on YouTube without getting demonetized? Well, we're not even monetized anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But boy, I got to tell you, what a terrible, terrible game we saw this morning from the Giants and Panthers. And I went to overtime, so we got extra terrible football. And boy, the Giants didn't disappoint with the terrible as they fumbled on the first play and gave the Panthers the win. As now the Giants currently sit in the number 1 draft pick position, which means the Giants are officially the worst team, statistically, in the National Football League. So I think we know who's going to be the number 32 team in my Booty Cheeks 5 coming up this week, which you can watch right here on Tuesdays. Me and Jimbo, we do the countdown. That's our top 12 NFL power rankings that we give to you every single week, except for last week. I missed last week. I was sick. Sorry. But we will go ahead and give you that. And, of course, me and Jimbo will also release, like I said, our Booty Cheeks 5, who are the 5 worst NFL teams currently in the NFL. And there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot of bad teams in the NFL. A lot of 2-win teams, a lot of 3-win teams in the NFL. We're going to find out who's in each of our Booty Cheeks 5 and find out there for you, ladies and gentlemen. Then the 1 o'clock games were pretty banging, but I didn't broadcast any of those because, of course, not. I'm an idiot. And then, of course, we had the 4 o'clock games, which were all blowouts and sucked ass. So, here we are on Sunday night, 13-7. Maybe the Lions make this a game. Well, the Lions get a touchdown, and they take the lead by a point. So we'll see. Lots of games still to play here. Lots of football. Let's see how good we can get. As we see there that the University of Houston football stadium, that's also where the Houston Roughnecks play. Or they used to, I think they're going back there. They played at Rice last year. I think they're going to go back to that stadium this year for the UFL. So kickoff is going to land about a yard in the end zone. And again, the Lions are going to kneel on that and bring it out to the 30. So the Lions, again, will start on the 30-yard line. And let's see if they can answer the Texans scoring drive with a scoring drive of their own. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I might have to post the link for that in the chat. Apparently, one of the Vikings there during their game against the Jaguars did a B-girl ray gun celebration in the end zone. That's pretty good. That's pretty good there. I just put the link in the chat. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Lions. Jared Goff throws incomplete passes. He was kind of hit as he threw. We have a flag down. This might be against the Lions. Could be holding. Officials are discussing it, and it is going to be against Houston from what it appears. Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face on the Texans, and indeed, got a hand to the face there of Skipper. So that's the 5th flag, but that's going to be a first down for the Lions. Automatic first down. So Detroit. What am I hitting? Oh. I got a bunch of stuff around here. I got to clean up here. Detroit now from the 35-yard line. Again, it was a 5-yard penalty, but automatic first down for the illegal use of hands to the face. Goff, arm is hit, and that's intercepted. Never hit the ground, so it doesn't matter. That's the 2nd interception of the game. If you can even call it that, that was kind of a fumble that never hit the ground. I don't really think that's what you would call that. That's not really an interception. A fumbleception? An interrumble? He's going. Goff? How do you not pull that ball down? Yeah, because that's a fumble. The ball was never moving forward, so that's a fumble anyway. Never touched the ground. That should not be an interception. That should be a fumble. Either way, I mean, it's a turnover, so it doesn't fucking matter. You know, who gives a shit? It's gone. But Detroit's in danger here. Detroit's in danger of letting this game get way out of hand here. Goff's got to pull that ball down. Take the sack. Eat the ball there. You can't be doing that. You felt the big paw on his shoulder pad. You knew he's there. Don't do that. Mixon gets the pass. I'm sorry, Tank Dell gets the pass out of the backfield, but gets a half a yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Texans. Lions defense going to try to hold Houston here to maybe, hopefully, another field goal. They're going to hope. So here we go. 2nd and 9. C.J. Stroud back, looks, throws. He's going to complete that, and that's going to be a first down for the Texans. Hutchinson with the first down reception. And Houston keeps moving the ball. 6:35 and counting here in the second quarter. If you're watching along with us and sinking along, thank you so very much. Again, my name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports, and this is the Sunday Night Watch Along as we're watching Sunday Night Football with the Houston Texans versus the Detroit Lions. C.J. Stroud 8 for 10 with 94 yards so far in the first half. 6:13 remaining here in the second quarter. Snapped with 6:10. Stroud throws complete, 9-yard gain down to the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 1 coming up here for the Texans. Again, the Texans are without Nico Collins for the 5th game. Stephon Diggs out for the year with a torn ACL. Kenyon Green, offensive lineman, out with a quad injury. First down run for the Texans, down to the 11. Joe Mixon with the carry. 1st and 10, Houston. Detroit's defense needs to stiffen up like a porn star's dick, or this game could get real out of hand real quick. And you might be stuck with the inability to come back like you would hope that you could. First and 10 from the 11. The Texans can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Mixon's going to be stopped for no gain. In fact, he loses about a half a yard. It will be 2nd and 10. As we can see, the Hutchinson injury affecting the Lions. Pressure rates go from 53 to what was it, or 51 to 38. Like it's a precipitous drop on sacks and on QB pressures without having Hutchinson there on defense for the Lions. 4:23 remaining here in the second quarter and counting. Stroud takes the snap back. Looks to throw, can't find it. Hit as he throws, incomplete. Joe Mixon, the intended receiver, but I'm not sure that ball had a chance. C.J. Stroud was hit as he threw the ball. Muhammad, number 69, with the pressure on C.J. Stroud. 3rd down coming up here for the Texans. Actually, no, he was just pressured. He wasn't hit as he threw. He got that ball out before he was hit. But I think the pressure just got to him, and he threw a bad pass. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Stroud back to throw. Does get pressured again. Escapes the pocket. Looks, throws to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Woods, and he could not find him. Was lost in the woods. So 4th and 10 for the Texans. Fairbairn's going to come out for another field goal to make the game 16-7 and make it a 9-point game for the Texans. Fairbairn, one of the most consistent kickers in the NFL. This is, for him, a chip shot. 29-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick, up, and of course, that's going to be good. as the Texans now lead the Lions 16-7. Could have been a lot worse for the Detroit Lions, but it's not, as they are still alive and in this game. Again, only down 9, 16-7. The Satanic Tampons with the lead over the Detroit Lions. Thank you again so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Me, I'm King. Nice to be hanging out with you here on this Sunday night. Been hanging out with you all day on this football Sunday. Since very early in the morning, watching the Giants and Panthers be fucking terrible. And then, of course, we watched the Eagles and the Cowboys at 4:25, if you were around for that one. Eagles demolished the Cowboys, as we kind of figured they would. And now here we are, Sunday night watch-along, as we do every single Sunday night and every primetime game for the NFL. We're watching along here with you. If you'd like to know when we go live, when we upload the video, you can know when all those things happen as long as you hit that notification bell. Click all notifications, and you will be notified whenever the hell we decide to go on the air. Again, we do this for every single NFL primetime game, and we usually do it for every Giants and Eagles game. I think I'm going to stop doing it for the Giants games, and we're just going to watch other games and look at better football. Because, boy, the Giants suck. And as a Giants fan, I'm tired of watching them. I'm just fucking tired of watching them this year. I mean, I'll watch them in private, and I'll cry, and I'll hate myself for doing so. But I think I'm going to leave my sports masochism in private from now on. I'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Also, we have ourselves our power ranking show here. Me and our good friend Jimbo, we go ahead and do the countdown every single Tuesday, where we go ahead and rank our top 12 NFL teams who we think are the best. And we also have the Booty Cheeks 5, the bottom 5 teams we think in the NFL every single week. That's on the countdown on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, it's the main show, the main event, the flagship Stay Tuned Sports Podcast. We come to you every single Wednesday with that. And of course, then on Fridays, it's the Friday Forecast, where me and Jimbo give you our picks and predictions for that week in NFL football. I'm not having a bad week this week. I got 10 wins already on the week out of 12 games. Not bad. The only games I missed were the Giants game and the Falcons game. The only 2 losses I got. So I'll take it. I'll take it. And again, like I said, all the primetime games. Thursday, which I believe this week is the Eagles and the Washington football team of Redskin Commanders. Again, every Sunday night game like we're watching right now. And, of course, every Monday night game we do right here on Stay Tuned Sports. And that's going to be a dynamic touchback for the Lions as they start again on the 30-yard line. Jared Goff, last 5 games, had no interceptions. Now he's got 2 tonight. Not great. Not great. Hamster says, I'm going to lose this puck. I think you meant to say pick. But yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe the Lions can come back. The Lions are a good team. So I believe in Detroit. Montgomery finally gets in the game, and he's only going to gain about a yard and a half. They might give him 2. I don't know, but I think it's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Lions. As they keep going back to this play there. Oh, no, they're showing that play again. Okay, so yeah, Al-Shair there with the run stop there on Montgomery. They do say 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. Goff under center takes the snap. Play action immediately has Texans in his face. Throws incomplete. Third and 8 coming up here for Detroit. Houston just sending everybody now. Goff had no choice. It hit off Laporta's shoulder for the incomplete pass. 3rd and 8. Goff, 6 of 12 for only 76 yards. He does have a touchdown. I can't believe they're calling that an interception. It wasn't a pass. He didn't have a forward pass. It's a fumble, if anything. So, Goff back to throw. Just a bad throw. That was towards, I believe, St. Brown. Incomplete. 4th and 8. Lions are going to have to punt. Oh, boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to be. Well, I would want to be a fly on that wall in that Lions locker room, hearing Dan Campbell try to talk to this team and see what the hell's going on, because boy, they're gonna have to make some second half adjustments here. But the punt is away, and the Texans go, oh my God! Valky with a hit. Texans get it up to, I guess, about the 33-yard line, but no further as the returner gets hushmokadid. Woo, boy. I felt that in the cockles of my stomach. What the fuck? What a hit. Still love to see a good violent hit in the NFL, baby. Love those good stoppers. Good stopping hit. Doug Peterson, when asked what happened on Mac Jones' final interception of the game between the Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings, told reporters, quote, I'm not going to go through the details of the play because you guys wouldn't figure it out anyway. So, Doug Peterson, kind of done with the reporters, but again, he's another coach that is, I think, all but done, as the Jaguars are going to go ahead and probably get rid of him. I'm going to see what else we got with any other news here. Oh, well, we already went through that. The Cowboys today in their game against Philadelphia Eagles, they finished the game with a total passing yards of 32. 32 passing yards for the Dallas Cowboys. Here's a neat little stat. For the third straight home game, the Cardinals have not allowed a touchdown. Those games were against the Chargers, the Bears, and the Jets. The last time the Cardinals held an opponent or three home games with holding the opponent to no touchdowns happened from September 19th to October 31st, 1926, when they were the Chicago Cardinals. In what? That would be their 28th year of existence. As the Cardinals were founded in 1899. Was it 1899 or 1898? I think it was 1898. So there might even be their 27th year of existence. Joe Mixon was showing a bit of frustration after the Texans' last drive ended. Now he's back on the field here. The Texans have another shot. 1st and 10, 3:15 remaining here in the second quarter. And again, the Texans have an opportunity to really take charge in this game. C.J. Stroud getting pressured. He's going to get picked off. Nope, they're saying incomplete. Bad pass. That was a bad pass from CJ. I'm not sure why he decided to throw that. Sometimes it's better just to take the sack, because that was almost that might have been a sack. Oh, his knee's down. That's a sack anyway. Oh, God. Yeah, he's on the ground forever. That's a sack. That's not an incomplete pass. That's a massive sack. Oh, they're doing the replay assist here. So big loss there for Houston on that play. Big sack for the Lions. That's going to move Houston back here. Big loss. Second and long coming up here for Houston. We'll see exactly how long it is. How long is it? That's what Johnny Sin says. Well, that's what the girls who work with Johnny Sin says, I suppose. 2nd and 22. Feeling 22. I wonder if Taylor's ever asked that. Here we go. From the 21-yard line. Mixon's only going to get Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit past it. Maybe he'll get to the 22. 3rd and 21 coming up here for the Texans. From the 22. I promise I'll stop doing that. I promise. Third and 21. CJ Stroud in shotgun. He takes the snap, back, looks, throws, and that's going to be caught for about a 5-yard loss. So, the Lions defense able to hold, and as we hit the 2-minute warning, Texans are going to have to punt, so the Texans do not get to add to their lead. And the Lions, with 2 minutes left and through all 3 timeouts, they're going to have a chance to try to get down the field and make this game a little bit closer. Will their offense be able to make some adjustments and get down the field and actually put some work in? Or are they going to fail? I guess that's always the question. Mike Tomlin, during his press conference, was asked about the similarities between Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson. Mike Tomlin's quoted as saying, "Be real slow comparing people to Lamar Jackson. That's a multi-time MVP. That's Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty." The nasty part, I added myself a little Janet. We had a little Janet issue there. Oh, I didn't notice this. Yeah, okay, so 4 of the Cowboys' next 6 games that they're playing are primetime / standalone games. Next week, they play the Texans on Monday Night Football. Then I believe they have a bye. Then week 13, they play the Giants on Thanksgiving. Holy shit, is that going to be bad? Then on week 14, they have another Monday night game. That's against the Bengals. And then on week 16... Oh, I'm sorry. So it's not. They don't have a bye. I think they already had their bye. But 4 of the... Oh, that's what it says. 4 of the Cowboys' next 6 games are primetime / standalone games. So, yeah, week 11 is the Texans. Week 13 is the Giants on Thanksgiving. Week 14 is the Bengals on Monday Night Football. And week 16 is the Buccaneers on Sunday Night Football. I have a feeling they're going to flex out of that one. I think that Sunday Night Football game for week 16 is getting flexed. And that might be flexed now. They're gonna work early on flexing the shit out of that game. Because the Cowboys suck. I'm surprised McCarthy's not fired yet. Some more stats from the afternoon games today. This is Kyler Murray's stats for the Cardinals against the Jets. He was 21 of 23. Holy shit. 260 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He had 1 passing touchdown and 2 rushes. No picks, and a 128.3 passer rating. Cardinals are going to be a problem. I'm telling you. So here we go. 4th and 25 for the Texans at the 2-minute warning, getting ready to punt. Townsend, the punter. Raymond for the Lions, back to receive. And the kick is away. Good punt all the way down to the 20-yard line, and that is where he will be tackled. Fantastic punt from Townsend. My God. Elite punter. Elite special teams play. So the Lions got about 81 yards, depending on where they spot the ball. 3 timeouts and a little under 2 minutes to see if they can get there. 1:51 remaining. Lions have all 3 timeouts, 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 81 yards to go. Hand off to Gibbs. gets a yard to the 20. Clock is ticking under 140. Lions not using a timeout. $130. Lions are huddling. They're taking their fucking sweet ass time here. $120. Goff in shotgun. Snaps the ball at 1:13 left. Wasted fucking 48 seconds, 47 seconds of time, or whatever it was, 38 seconds of time. A lot of wasted time. Gain of what? 2 yards on that play too? Third down. Finally, the Lions take a timeout. Not sure what that was about. Did they take a timeout or did the Texans take a timeout? We'll see. I don't know. Detroit's offense has had problems. They have to make second half adjustments or they're going to lose this game. And here I was saying that they're the best playing team in the NFL. Tonight, it is not the case. The Lions are going to have to find a way to turn some stuff around. I think they can, but we'll see. Again, now from the 21-yard line, 3rd and 8, 109 left, and it was indeed the Texans who took a timeout, not the Lions. Goff back to throw, incomplete. Let me fix these timeouts here. But 4th and 8, Lions are going to have to punt. So something's wrong with the Lions. They got to figure something out here. Texans only have 1 timeout remaining. Right now, ELS and Hamps's pick looking good here on this Sunday night. And the punt is away. Houston's going to return it up to the 30, down to the 33-yard line. And that's where they're going to go ahead and take over. Maybe it's the satanic tampons making them feel real good out there. They just keep slipping in and out of those holes, and they just absorb all that Lions offensive energy. I don't know. Stupid. Oh, I'm so dumb. So actually, from the 34-yard line, C.J. Stroud takes a snap back, looks, throws. It's going to be complete for a 9-yard gain. 46 seconds left. 45, 44. They're going to keep that clock ticking. They have 1 timeout. They're going to save that, I would imagine, if they get into field goal range. 2nd and 1. C.J. Stroud throws over the middle. Caught wide open. Down to the 32-yard line of the Lions. Texans already in field goal range now. 29 seconds left, and I think the Texans are going to take their final timeout of the half. Hamster in the chat saying this is going to be a blowout. It might. It's starting to look that way. Texans are outperforming the Lions on every single level. It's not even close. So Texans already in field goal range. They have no timeouts remaining. 29 seconds left. You'd imagine anything's going to be, you either have one play in the middle of the field, see if you can do something, or you go to the sidelines, try to get out of bounds, see if you can do something. I think the Texans might be a little aggressive here. 29 seconds. You can still, I think, make something happen here. From the 32-yard line. CJ in shotgun takes a snap back, looking to throw. Throws to the side. Are they saying it's a reception? And indeed they are. 25 seconds left. Clock is stopped. 1st and 10. Texans have time now, and they have an ability. They might get a touchdown here. Holy shit. Catch. 1, 2. Yep, there's 2 feet down. So from the 15-yard line now, 25 seconds left. Stroud in shotgun. Takes the snap. Empty backfield. Looks, throws, fade to the back of the end zone, but way, way out of the back of the end zone. 2nd and 10, 20 seconds left. As we see MCDC on the sideline wondering what's going on with his boys. What's going on with my sweet, sweet boys? As they are down 16-7 and in danger of going down even more. Texans have had 33 plays to the Lions, 27, 136 yards to the Lions, 99, 4.1 yards per play to the Lions, 3.7, and the Lions have 2 turnovers to the Houston Texans, 0. 2nd and 10, Stroud back, looks, throws to the sidelines, incomplete, bobbled by Tank Dell, was unable to secure the catch. 3rd and 10, 16 seconds left. Texans huddling up. Play clock under 15. Play clock under 10. They just break the huddle. Play clock under 5, 4, 3, 2. They get the play off. Stroud back, looks, throws to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Houston Texans! And ladies and gentlemen, I think we have another blowout on our hands. (22-7). Extra point upcoming to make it 23-7. And the Houston Texans in firm, full control of this game. Don't know what else to tell you. Here comes the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and it is good, and it is 23-7. The Houston Satanic Tampons, 23. The Detroit Lions, 7. Halftime cannot come soon enough for the Detroit Lions. They need to make massive adjustments. Massive adjustments. And I don't know if they're going to be able to. Can they? If there's a team that can, it will be the Lions. But their defense needs to start making adjustments. They need their offense to make adjustments. They have not been able to stop the Texans really at all. They've had a couple of good stops on them. But again, they scored 23 points on them. You're not stopping them enough here in the first half. 82% of the money was on Detroit, again, with favored by 3.5. Hey, baby, the house always wins. The house always wins. You can't fight Vegas. You might win once or twice against Vegas, but you're never going to win all. You're never going to win them all. 12 seconds left. Kickoff coming from Fairburn. That kick's going to be way back in the end zone. That's about 8 yards deep, and they will kneel it down. 12 seconds left. The Lions have all 3 timeouts, but if I'm the Lions, fucking kneel it out, and let's get into that locker room, get some adjustments, and let's see if we can figure this. I believe Houston gets the second half kickoff, too, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but if I'm not mistaken, it's just been, hello, sweet wife. Sweet wife right over there. You'll never see her. She'll never come on here. Maybe one day. Maybe, oh, the fridge was on there. Cool. Fridge made it to the TV. Lions are actually going to try to do something here with 12 seconds left. Goff back, looks, throws down the middle of the field, caught. 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 4. Why did they waste 3 seconds? I thought the Texans got the ball to start the second half. I really did. So, yeah, this is... I got to tell you, I'm surprised. I'm surprised with this. And listen, Hamster, I know you were in the ALS, picked the Lions, or picked the Texans, but I think this might be even surprising to you. Like, you thought the Texans would win, but it might be a closer game, clearly, with the Lions, but it is not the case. How did a team that got smacked around by the Jets last Thursday are now smacking around the team that has been playing the best football in the NFL? Any given Sunday, folks. Any given Sunday. First and 10, 5 seconds left. Goff back, throws it into the ground with 2 seconds left. Not sure what, I mean, all right. Your guess is as good as mine, folks. Your guess as good as mine. Goff back, looking, he's going to step up, throws all the way down the field. That's going to be an interception down at the 1 yard line. So Goff technically with 3 picks now in the first half. 1 actual pick, 1 that was like a fumble, but they're going to call an interception, and then a pick on the Hail Mary. And that's the half as the Houston Texans, in their stunning satanic tampon uniforms, with the 23-7, an equally stunning score for the stunning satanic tampons. 23-7 over the Detroit Lions here on Sunday Night Football. Yikes. Is all I can say about that. Yeah, Hamster in the chat saying, yeah, I picked the Texans, but I figured they'd kick a last-second field goal or something like that. Not like this. Again, massive ability for the Lions to make adjustments in the second half and get back into this game. We've seen it before. We've seen other teams do it before. And I think if there's a team you can do it to, I think it's the Texans. Again, as we saw them as they played the Jets last week, the Jets in the second half made adjustments and were able to go ahead and kind of school the Texans for the rest of that game. Can the Lions do the same? They can. Will they? Stay tuned. So we'll see. I have no idea. But if you're watching along with us and you like what you're watching, which is just this dumb guy right here, commenting along, reacting along with this game on Sunday night as we watch along together, please hit that like button. It helps out tremendously, and we love you so much if you do so. It helps support us, helps us with the YouTube algorithm, which is a son of a bitch to deal with. But again, your likes help us with that. Also, you know what helps? Hitting that share button. No matter what your social platform is, whether it's Facebook, Twitter X, TikTok, Reddit. Reddit would help. You know, anything. Any of the other ones. Do they have the Russian one on there? I think they got maybe the Russian one on there. Who knows if that's still even available. I have no idea. I know they have a bunch of... Is Blogger still around? Is people still doing fucking Blogger? I don't know. Whatever you want to share us on, please. Go ahead and do that. The more eyeballs we get here, the better. Hopefully we get more people here. And again, your support is greatly appreciated. Again, if you're watching along and haven't smacked that subscribe button on the ass, do so right now. Make that thing jiggle and wiggle, baby. And go ahead, give us a subscribe. Helps us out tremendously. Thank you so much. Our goal now is 300. We got over 200. Now it's 300. Certainly hope that you can help us get over that mark as we get closer and closer, marching closer and closer to hopefully being monetized right here on the YouTube. So thank you so very much for all of your support. If you want to support us again a little bit more directly, a little bit more oomph, We do have a donation station. I think I'm going to change it over to something else though, because the one we're using at Buy Me a Coffee, it's a weird setup or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now, if you do want to donate to us, right now the current leader in the donation clubhouse is Pecan. He's donated $15 to us. If you want to get your name in the ticker down below, go ahead, donate more than $15, and your name will appear down there. But again, anything you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the air right here. Because again, all of your support, any support that you give, whether it's 5 cents, $5, $15, $25, $50, whatever you want to do, help us out tremendously. And we thank you all so very much for your support here at Stay Tuned Sports. Like the old PBS commercials used to say, we can't do it without support from viewers like you. So thank you very much. I hit it with it. That was a little bit of an Elvis. There's a little Elvis on there. There's a little Elvis twang. Thank you very much. Let me get all this stuff here ready to go. Get the timeouts back up here and rolling. All right, we get all the timeouts there. Okay, let me get the possession ball over to the Texans since they're going to get the ball first in the second half. Good to see Ricky Pearsall getting his touchdown, his first touchdown. Wait, is that his first touchdown? It might be his first touchdown. Obviously, getting shot before the season this year in San Francisco. Somebody tried to steal his watch and shot him instead. Chiefs, man. They find a way to win. They just do. They just find a way. Finding a way to win. That's the BL end all. When it comes to Kansas City, they're gonna go suck their dick here on NBC for a little while. That's fine. As for me, I'm gonna take a little halftime breaksies. Again, I usually feel I kind of get anxious about it now because I got raided a couple times. I'm like, if I go away, maybe I'm gonna get raided while I'm not here. That's gonna be bad. But, you know, hey, sometimes when you got to go, you know, you got to go. So we'll see. But I'm going to jump off here for a couple of seconds. Got to go take a little bit of break. Maybe I'll make a little bit of coffee for myself as well. So try to stay awake here for the second half. But let me go jump there right now. I'll be right back right before we get ready to start the second half. Thank you so much for sticking around here on Stay Tuned Sports. Going to be back in just a couple of minutes. While you're doing so, look at some of the offers we have here on our merch store. See if there's anything. See anything you like? See anything you want to get? You might. You want to go visit? You can do so. QR code and the address is right there. Took a little longer than I thought. My God. Sorry, missed the kickoff. First down for the Texans. Sometimes the halftime break is a little too short. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not long enough. Sometimes it's not short enough. Sometimes a little too short. Sometimes it's a little too short. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Boy, coming back here. 2nd and 11. There's a 1-yard loss there. Oh, actually, it's the Lions who got the second half kickoff, so that's my fault. We got that one. We got that wrong there. And that's an interception. Oh, so I've missed a lot. Okay, my God. Here I am, stuck in the bathroom. I missed the Stroud pick, and then I didn't miss that. I just saw that. So I thought the Lions had gotten a kick because I was so late here. God. Professional. We're a professional outfit here at Stay Tuned Sports. We really are, I promise. Super professional. Top notch. Top quality. That's what we do here. Oh, God. So missed a lot. Yeah, well, Stroud threw a pick, but I guess it doesn't matter because Goff just gave it right back. And that's going to be a touchback, and the Texans get it. So I moved all that around for nothing. Thank you so much for keeping me informed there, Hamster. That, because my fat ass couldn't go take a piss quick enough. I made coffee, and I took a piss. Well, I was brewing the coffee, went to the bathroom, came back from the bathroom. I made sure I washed my hands. Came back, poured the coffee. Coming back to pour the coffee. Here we are. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Texans when we come back from break. As I see there, yeah. All right, so now I'm back. I'm checking some of the clips. Apparently, coming out of half, Dan Campbell said, we need takeaways. They went right from that to the Stroud interception. And then Jared Goff gives it right back. Dude, I love me some gummies. Sometimes the gummies, sometimes they're a little strong. Sometimes a little strong. Sometimes they'll hit you. Sometimes if I'm just looking for like a nice mellow sleep, I'll cut them in half. But those gummies, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And I just had, like I said, I had a cherry Pepsi float earlier for dessert. So, love that shit. Love me a good cherry cola. Oh yeah, that's not a touchback. He's down at the 1/2 yard line. So the Texans do get the pick, but they're at the 1/2 yard line. They're going to give it to him at the 1. They're lucky they got that. CJ hands it off, and that's going to get a gain of about 1.5 yards. Kind of on a dive out of the end zone by Mixon. 2nd down and 9-ish, maybe 8-ish, coming up here for Houston. Goff has had 4 picks tonight. Again, that one shouldn't count as a pick. It was a fumble. But the ball wasn't going. If that ball hit the ground, it would have been a fumble. Like his arm was not going forward. So I think if that's the case, then it's not an interception. If you wouldn't call it a forward pass, if it hit the ground and an incomplete pass, then it's not a pass. It should be a fumble. Stroud throws out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Boy, he was close to. Lions were looking to get some pressure there. A little bit more. And that might have been a safety. But 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Texans. Lions hoping to hold after that interception. And maybe get at least some field position back. As the Texans would have to go ahead and punt out of the back of the end zone. But they have to stop them here. Do the Lions. Jared Goff on the sideline. Wondering what's going on. Stroud throws. Almost intercepted. Again. That would have been right there if we had a goal-to-goal situation. Falls incomplete. With my man who has the mouthpiece still in his helmet. Might as well want to, I think, is that Branch? Brian Branch always has the mouthpiece in his helmet. He never takes it out. Never puts it in his goddamn mouth. So 4th and 9. The Texans are going to have to punt out of the back of their end zone. Tommy Townsend, though, he's a professional. Unlike me, unlike Stay Tuned Sports. Because we missed the start of the second half because we're pissing. Tommy Townsend, he's a professional. Low snap. Punt does get away. That's going to make it all the way to the 43-yard line. Returned by the Lions to the Texans' 45. And that is where the Lions will take over. Oh, some pushing and shoving. No flags. So the Lions have it, and they will start in Houston territory. Can they go a drive without turning the ball over? We'll see. Hamza in the chat says, gummies are weird. Sometimes I can eat 2 or 3 of them, not feel anything. Sometimes one will have me saying, shouldn't have ate that. Shouldn't have done that. I'm kind of similar. And that'll happen to me sometimes with even the halves. I'll cut a gummy in half and have a half and be like, okay, this is going to be a nice, slow, mellow one. And then next thing you know, it just all of a sudden whoom, sneaks up on you. And you're like, that was a fucking half. How is that hitting me like that? We got a run here on 1st down to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5 there for the Lions. Maybe 4 or 5, depending on the spot. The gummies are an experience. They are an experience. And, you're never quite sure what's going to happen when you eat them. Except, like, if you're Joey Diaz and you're taking down some of those, like, 1,000-milligram stars or shit, the Death Stars. Like, that Joey Diaz is a different animal. He's a beast. Never try to hang with Joey Diaz when it comes to edibles or gummies or weed or any shit like that. Just don't. You can't hang with Joey Diaz. Nobody can. Just don't do it. And at that point, it's not fun. Like somebody, oh, I could do that. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna listen. I don't want to see the devil. If I'm imbibing legal cannabis, if you're in a state that it's legal to do so, whether medically or recreationally, I don't want to do enough to where I'm seeing demons and shit. Like that's not going to hell. I don't want to go to hell. I want to relax. The whole point of doing it is to relax. I'm relaxing, man. I want to relax and either be creative or I want to relax and go to sleep. One way or the other. That's where you get your indica and sativa, man. Whichever one you want to do. You want to kind of write a little bit of a novel, or do a little logo drawing. Bang, that's your game. Oh, you want to go a little bit of sleep. Bang, that's your game. You got to have it set up, ready to go. Again, thank you so much for joining us here. Even though I was late coming back for the kickoff, I almost missed 2 picks. I missed the Stroud pick to start off. I missed the second half kickoff. I missed all that. Again, professional. While I was taking a piss, so I wasn't peeing for no. Apparently, I might have been peeing for the Lions. Who knew? I didn't know. I was doing it. But indeed, I was. I was peeing for the D, and the D was the Detroit defense. But then Goff goes ahead. He gives up an interception right at the 1 yard line. Texans can't get any yardage there. They punt it away to the Lions. They have it now down at the 45 yard line. Can the Lions go a drive without having an interception or a turnover of some kind? We will see. All of it's still super illegal down there in Georgia. Yeah, the South is weird when it comes to weed. Like, they're still like, where's the devil's lettuce? They can't be having none of that cannabis. There's no marijuana down here. All you motherfuckers need to chill out anyway. Like, it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. Next thing you know, you're going to be wanting to make fentanyl legal. My pee was so strong. I had such strong pee that it was a double turnover. You're right. You're absolutely right, Hamster. I have the strong, concentrated urine of champions. Jared Goff on 2nd and 6. Back throws. Deep ball caught by Laporta. And that's going to be 1st and goal for the Lions. Yeah, I think that's the other thing, too, especially when you look at the states like that. Like, Pennsylvania has medical, but they don't have recreational. But also, Pennsylvania, the state controls the liquor stores. Like, they're all state-controlled liquor stores. So that could be a problem, too. And maybe that's one thing Pennsylvania's going to look into is like, well, we have the state-controlled liquor stores. We'll have state-controlled marijuana stores. And maybe that's what they're waiting for, to really screw people over and steal all their money. Run! Touchdown! Montgomery Lions! Words, singles, things saying, Yoda speech, possibly. Lions going to go for 2 here. (23-13), 10-point game right now. Lions get 2. It'll be a 1-possession game, as it'll be 8 points. Lions 2-point conversion since 2021, 12 of 17. Unlike the Giants, who this year were, 0-6? Goff in shotgun from the 2-yard line. Snap. It's going to give to Montgomery, and he's going to be short. 2-point conversion. No good. Still a 10-point game, 23-13. Houston with the 10-point lead on Detroit. They get down to score a touchdown. But instead of being a 9-point game, it is still 10 points. Again, it's a 2-possession game, even if you go for the extra point. Going for the 2, you can cut it down to 1 possession. At that point, I guess I kind of get it. But now the Texans get the ball back. Can the Lions defense stop them again? They got a turnover on the first play of the second half against C.J. Stroud and the Texans. They were able to hold them off after the Jared Goff interception. Lions were able to then go down the field on the second drive of the half and get a touchdown. Now, can the Lions defense stop C.J. Stroud again and get right back into this game? The Lions very good at making second half adjustments. Let's see if they've done so here. Kickoff getting ready for the Lions. The kick is away. And that's going to land about 8 yards deep in the end zone. That's going to be a dynamic touchback, and the Texans get it at the 30. And don't get me wrong, I like booze too. Like, you know, I know a lot of times you'll see the people who are the weed advocates, the cannabis advocates, if you will. They always bring, alcohol is poisonous, and weed is not. It's the best thing in the world. This thing will cure cancer and make your dick bigger. It's like, again, a lot of the shit they say is, you know, it is what it is. It's an intoxicating thing. It's fun. It relaxes you, chills you out. You get high. Who doesn't like that? But yeah, I like both. I like booze still. I like my hard apple cider. I love it. I love my Jägermeister and Mountain Dew cocktail. You know, I like a nice Manhattan every now and then, or an old fashioned. Shit is delicious. I love it. But also, there's times where I just want to chill out, relax, watch a goofy B-grade movie, which I do love, and watch so while I'm super high. And congratulations on that, Hamster. Like I said, I know a lot of people who are recovering. Actually, one of my best friends, I believe he's now 13, 14 years sober. So, again, and that's going to be a second and 6? Or second and 9. Third down, it's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. So it's going to be third and about 7. Might be third and long 6 here for Houston. Yes, I have a friend of mine. He's recovering. He's done very well with that. But I do believe he also is a partaker of the cannabis. And yeah, it helped. Like, you know. And there is a difference of the feeling when you have both of them. There is. Again, I'm not either one of them addicted to either substance. But you know, but there is a difference. Big pass here on 3rd and 8, all the way down to the Lions 40. Cut back down to the 36 of Detroit. Schultz, the tight end. Massive play for the Texans. And it's a first down. Texans looking to answer. And if they do with a touchdown, it'll be 30-13. Mixon gets the ball, and that's going to be a gain of 6 yards on first down, and the Texans are rolling. Year and a half. Congratulations, Hamster, by the way. We know every day. That's the one thing I learned from my friends. I know every day is a struggle. Every day is a brand new battle. But as long as you greet it and meet it every day, and you fight it every day. So keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. And again, very proud of you. Everybody is very proud of you as well. As Hamster was saying, the momentum is shifting, and then says, never mind. Yeah, no, the momentum is right back in Houston's favor on the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4. Stroud back. Pass all the way deep. End zone. Intercepted. And the Lions get the ball. That's the second pick of the half now already for C.J. Stroud, and the Lions come right back. Now we're in a heavyweight fight. Now this is haymaker for haymaker for haymaker between the Lions and the Texans, as the Lions are trying to claw and fight their way back into this game. Lions get the interception. That one is deep in the end zone, so we know that one's going to be a touchback. And the Lions' ball will be at the 20-yard line. And Goff now has the chance to go down there and get the Lions back within, what would it be, 3? No, yeah, 7, because it's 10 points. It's a 10-point lead. 7, maybe? Maybe math. I know it. Boy, this second half is starting to go a little crazy. I think so. Like I'm saying, this second half looks like it's already going to be crazy. So we got crazy. Crazy to me is entertaining. Entertaining is better than any game I've watched today so far. Outside, again, that I've watched on air with everybody. Again, the on air we've watched the Giants and Panthers earlier on this morning. Not fun to watch. We watched the Eagles and the Cowboys. Not fun to watch. All the 1 o'clock games were amazing to watch. But I didn't broadcast them because I'm an idiot. Crafty Southpaw in the chat. This game is on drugs. Indeed, it seems like this game has gone ahead and eaten a gummy along with Hamster here. And is starting to feel the effects of said cannabis gummy. Because it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, and I'm enjoying it. Crafty Southpaw in the chat, which, by the way, chat's open. If you're watching along, want to join in, come on in. Chat is just fine. Could use you in here. What's your thoughts on this emerging batshit crazy game as we're having here in the second half? We've already had C.J. Stroud throw 2 picks. We've had Goff throw his 4th pick of the game here in the second half. Back and forth. Again, the Lions were able to go down and get a touchdown, miss a 2-point conversion. Texans start driving down the field, throw a pick in the end zone. Lions now going the other way. On to it. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Crafty Southpaw saying this is the one flew over the cuckoo's nest of football games, at least for today. I'll tell you that. Today's had some good ones. It's had some crazy ones. This one right now is shaping up to be maybe the most batshit crazy of them all. That is faux show. Had him there, had him open, just floated it too much there for C.J. Stroud. He floated that. That's on C.J. He had Tank Dell. It was there, but it was just soft and floated like a Taco Bell turd. And it was interception for the Lions. So now from the 20-yard line, Goff in shotgun takes the snap, pitches it out here to Gibbs. Gibbs has got some blockers, runs first down, cannot stay in bounds past the first down, but it is good for about 11 yards, and the Lions will move those chains. Penny Sewell there out there blocking. St. Brown with the good block as Sewell was pulling. Boy, that had a chance to break outside. If he could have stayed in bounds, that had a chance to go way far. Injured Texan. Lassiter coming off the field here after Sewell blew him up on the block. Yeah, no, that's not a matchup you're going to win. Oh, his own teammate blew him up. Oh, no, it wasn't even Sewell. His own teammate cracked his own. Oh, my God. Imagine you got a concussion and it was your own teammate who did it. Sumerian, not Babylonian. Big difference. So be good, for goodness sake. Whoa, somebody's coming. Big pass from Goff here. First down and 10, and is that intercepted? You got to be fucking kidding me. What? What the fuck is going on? What is going on in the House of Commons? Hamster in the chat. What is going on? I think that's the question everybody's. What the fuck is going on? The 5th interception for Jared Goff in this game. Although I really insist it's only his 4th, because that one that was a fumble that just never hit the ground shouldn't count as an interception. But the NFL's dumb, so they're counting that as one. So that is technically 5 interceptions for Goff. 2 in this half. Him and Stroud are 2 for 2 on interceptions in this half. So the Texans have it now at their own 22-yard line. Stroud pitches it to Mixon. Mixon's going to get about 5 yards on the carry. Second down and 5 coming up for the Texans. Seven combined interceptions, most in a game since 2018. Sunday Night Football, baby. Where else are you going to find this? Bad shit. Maybe instead of the flag counter, I should go ahead and have an interception. Right now, there's more interception than there's flags. There's been 5 flags in this game. There's been 7 interceptions. Mixon with the carry is going to be about a yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Texans. I was going to say, yeah, I'm saying half like it's a half, but already it's just halfway through a third quarter. Not even halfway through the third quarter. We're not at the halfway point yet. Or we're just past the halfway point. And, but right there at the halfway point, we were at 4 interceptions each. Or 4 interceptions total. Just in 7.5 minutes of the third quarter. Mixon gets the carry. He's going to just squeak over the first down marker. 1st down and 10 for the Texans. That's what I mean. We're used to the 25 flag game, so the fact there's only 5 so far in this game is good. That's a good. We like that. We like low penalty games, but we have a low penalty game, but we have a high turnover game. So it's not one thing or another. But this is entertaining. This is, again, craziness is always entertaining. Just. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for the Texans. Stroud under center. They are just going to hand it off to Mixon now from this point on. It seems like they're like, okay, nobody throw the football. We're not throwing the football anymore. Fuck it. Keep it on the ground. And we have an injured Lion holding. Oh, there's our flag. We do now have a flag. We had to say something. Holding on the Texans. Scruggs gets the call. So it will be a 10-yard penalty. Davis, the injured Lion, on the ground, limping off. Looks like he went in. Something wrong with it. It seems like something wrong with his foot when he tried to dig in to the plastic there in Houston. He's trying to jog it off, walk it off. I'd say rub some dirt on it, but all they have there is granulated rubber. So rub some granulated rubber on it. Amik Robertson coming in to replace Davis. Seems like he doesn't know where he is. That's unfortunate. Into the blue tent Davis goes. Well, they will shoot him up with some sweet, sweet turtle, baby. 1st and 20 after the holding penalty for the Texans, now back at the 23-yard line. Stroud back, looking to throw. He's going to get sacked back at the 12-yard line. Big loss. We're looking at 2nd and 30. Because they were, at the 23? He gets tackled at the... I think that's going to be at the 13. So, yeah, 2nd and 30. Indeed, 2nd and 30. And there's another injured Lion on the plastic in Houston. 5:30 left here in the third quarter. Aleem McNeil. Tackle. Yeah, poked in the eye maybe. Looks like he's holding his near his eye socket. He's got the side of his face, eye, orbital bone, something. He maybe got plastic in there, lost contact, something. I don't know, jaw. Maybe he looks like he's trying to speak something wrong with his jaw. Coming off the field. 2nd and 30. Handoff here to Mixon. Gets about 4 yards. 3rd and 26 now coming up here for Houston. Detroit looking to get the ball back here after the interception again. Lassiter being helped off the field. He's going back into the locker room for the Texans after getting hit in the head by his own player. CJ Stroud looks like they didn't know where that play was supposed to go. Big run. But clearly not even close to a first down, as they would have to have run to El Paso to get the first down there. Ogunbowale was the ball carrier on that play. 4th and 15. So they made up 15 yards in those 3 downs since you got 2nd and 30, or 2 downs since you got 2nd and 30. But the kick is away. Doesn't matter. I'm just talking bullshit now. Punt is taken at the 18-yard line. Lions get a bit of a return. We have a flag down. Good return. But when you see a flag on a return, it's usually going to be coming back. You're going to say illegal block in the back on Detroit. I don't see. There's no block in the back. The guy dove for the player. 51 didn't touch the guy in the back. That's a bad call. That's a bad call. Used to that in the NFL, though. Referees make bad calls all the time because they suck. They're not good at their job. They all need to be replaced by robot refs. Let's go. Eye in the sky. Make it happen, please. NFL. Do the XFL model. And tell these guys to eat shit. Because they suck. Especially this year. The NFL refs have been the fucking worst. But Detroit gets the ball. We're going to see how far back they are. I'm not exactly sure where they're going to spot the ball. We'll wait and see when they come back from commercial break here. Again, you're watching along with Sunday Night Football with your boys. Well, Jimbo's not here, so your boy, King, hanging out with you. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like button. Helps us out tremendously. Also, hit that share button. Share us around. Get more eyeballs on us. Wherever you want to. Whatever social platform, you hit that share button. You either copy the link or you can hit one of the, they have one of the social media buttons there for whatever you got. You click one of those, bing, bing, boom. Twitter or X, whatever the fuck they're calling it now. Facebook. I don't know if they have a TikTok one or not. Can you share YouTube links on TikTok? No idea. But if you can, hit that fucking button. Reddit. Yeah, Reddit. Share us on Reddit. I don't give a shit. Put us on anywhere you want. Share us out there. Get us out there. Help us out tremendously. It does. By the way, if you're watching along and have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead. Take that hand and smack that juicy subscribe button right in its jiggly posterior and go ahead, subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell. Click the little drop-down menu. Make sure you hit all notifications so you know whenever we hit the air. We do all NFL primetime games. We have, of course, the countdown, our NFL Power Ranking show. We have the main flagship podcast, Stay Tuned Sports, on Wednesdays. And, of course, the Friday forecast on Fridays. That is our NFL picks and prediction show. Also, we're going to be doing some hockey live broadcasts. We're going to be doing some college football live broadcast. Jimbo's going to be doing UFC, I believe, coming up This weekend, I think, is the John Bone Jones fight. Is it this weekend? There's also the Mike Tyson fight. So I don't know. I might want to do that one too. I'll talk to Jimbo, see what we're doing. Maybe there's a way we could do both. I have no idea. We'll figure something out. But here we go. 1st and 10. Detroit now back from the 10-yard line. It's going to be a 1-yard gain for Jahmyr Gibbs. 2nd down and 9 coming up for Detroit from the 11. 3:35 and counting remaining here in the third quarter. Lions down 10. Jared Goff has had technically 5 interceptions in this game. More like 4. Either way, not a great number. Goff back to throw. Hits the ground. Just threw that into the fucking ground. We do have a flag down. And we now have more flags than we do have turnovers. As we've had 7 turnovers. Now we have 8 flags. What is this one going to be? They've picked up the flag, but it doesn't matter. It was thrown. So it counts. It counts on my watch, baby. That's not a penalty counter. It's a flag counter. You throw it, go fuck yourself. Yeah, what were they trying to say? Intentional grounding? Like, nah, it was towards the guy who was in the area. Just a terribly thrown ball, which Goff has done a lot today. So 3rd and 9. Goff in shotgun from the 11. Snap. Goff. Back. Throws out of the backfield. It's going to be caught. Montgomery. No, that's Gibbs. Gibbs has got big yardage out to the 40. Down to the 44-yard line is where he is finally taken down. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Big play by Jahmyr Gibbs. Dude, Penny Sewell is such a good offensive lineman. He is so good. Jahmyr Gibbs again gets the carry. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Lions. Tight end Sam Laporta has been injured, shoulder, and is questionable for the Texans. Lassiter is still being evaluated from concussion protocol. I don't think he's going to be coming back. And Fatukasi, the defensive tackle, number 91 for the Texans, is questionable to return with a fucked up foot. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. From the 44, going to hand off to Gibbs again, and that's going to be a gain of 3 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Lions. Third and 7. Handoff to Montgomery. Gets a yard. 4th and 6. 57 seconds left. 55, 54, 53 remaining. Lions walking off the field. They're going to punt it away. Missed opportunities, and just bad turnovers for the Lions in this game. Kick is away. That's going to be, fair court by the 10-yard line there, around somewhere there. So that's where Houston will take over. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. in what has been a batshit crazy third quarter. We are almost at the fourth quarter. Is there a little bit more batshittiness here in the third quarter? Could it be? Is the third quarter just going to go quietly into that good night? Or is the third quarter got a little bit of a surprise left for us? Let's watch. From the 9 is where they're calling it. CJ Stroud is in shotgun. Takes a snap. Back. Looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. 17 seconds remaining. I'm going to be honest. I couldn't tell if that was the football or the man's shoe. It turned out to be the football. Second and 10. CJ Stroud throws out of the backfield. That's going to be a gain of half a yard there. Woods with the with the reception out of the backfield. Technically, it'll go down as a run. And ladies and gentlemen, the bat shittiness, at least for the third quarter, has ended. Get them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth quarter. Get the fours up. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter of Sunday Night Football. The Houston Texans in their satanic tampon uniforms with a 23-13 lead over the Detroit Lions. Can the Lions make a 10-point comeback? Jared Goff has had 5 interceptions. All season, he's had 4. In this game, he's had 5, technically. Or do the Lions fall to 7-2 to the team who lost to the Jets last week in the Houston Texans? The Jets, by the way, blown out, exploded to smithereens in the desert against the Arizona Cardinals, 31-6. The Jets, again, not scoring a touchdown in that game. Jets season over. They're done. Jets season is over. Philadelphia, 34-6 against Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys season is over. They are done. The Chargers, 27-17 against Tennessee. And we've known this for a while, but the Titans season is over. Pittsburgh, 28-27 over Washington. Neither one of these teams' season is over. They are both playoff-bound franchises as we stand right now. Cardinals, a little bit surprising, but I said at the beginning of the year, I was like, watch out for the Cardinals, baby. I said, watch out. Desert Birds are going to be a team to watch. Maybe a wild card. They might sneak in there, but I think they're going to be better this year. And, again, they were a little shaky to begin with. Although, again, they played very well against Buffalo. They played very good against some of the other teams where they were down 0-2. And some of the games they lost, they were good. They played a very gritty, tough game against the Lions. Again, where they held their own with Detroit. And a couple of bad calls that way went Detroit's way and kind of helped Detroit win that game against Arizona. But they were looking good. And for a lot of their games at home, they've blown out the Rams. They blew out the Bears last week. Now they've blown out the Jets at home. This is, again, the Cardinals. This is their third straight home game where they have not allowed the opponent to have a touchdown. And that hasn't happened for them since 1926 when they were the Chicago Cardinals playing in Comiskey fucking Park. Jets went over the Texans was a fluke. It might have been a fluke, but the Texans are bad. So, like, again, the Texans, I don't know what happened in this game. This game, I think the Texans are being a little bit fluky. But, again, the Texans all year have been a very mediocre team that just happened to have a good record. I'm going to be honest with that. Pass on 3rd and 9. Hits his man, but it falls. Incomplete. Unable to bring it in. 4th and 9. And the Lions are going to get the ball back. I never moved the damn possession ball. Motherfucker. Well, there. Now it's moved. Now that they're getting the ball back, now I move it. Oh, it wasn't on target. That was a good... Brian Branch, great defensive play to knock that pass away. I thought it bounced off the receiver. Brian Branch actually fantastic defensive play for Detroit. And they're going to get the ball back. Defense has definitely stepped up for Detroit here in the second half. Townsend again with a fucking rocket of a punt all the way down to the 36-yard line. Phillips getting a little upset at the returner for some unknown reason. Just a mean man. Lions, 5th oldest team in the NFL currently. They have 9 division titles. Texans have 7. And Texans only been around since 2002. Texans do not have a conference championship appearance. They're the only team in the NFL who does not have one. And currently, only 4 teams in the NFL have not played in a Super Bowl, and these are 2 of them. The Browns and the Jaguars are the 2 others. Goff throws again into the ground. What is wrong with Jared Goff? Is he sick? Did he take a gummy before he's playing this game? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I agree, Crafty Southpaw, when it comes to the Cardinals. Their performance against the Bills on that opening Sunday was eye-opening. And we all thought that maybe it was the Bills weren't as good as they were. Because going into the season, nobody picked the Bills to be very good. They were like, oh, they lost too many people, too much talent. They're not going to be great. Wrong. I thought 1,000% wrong on that. So it's like, now looking back on it, it's like, yeah, no, Cardinals have been that team all year. And they're really piecing it together now. For a 2nd and 10 now for Goff. Back to throw. He does complete this pass. And that's going to be good for about 8 yards. Hamon-Ra St. Brown. The Sun God. With the catch. 3rd and roughly 2. They're going to say 3rd and a very long 1. $14-13 remaining here in the 4th quarter as we've just started. Clock is running. Hand off. And he's going to be short, is Montgomery. I think he's about a half a yard short. They're saying 1st down? Snap that ball. He doesn't get anywhere? No way. That is not a 1st down. You're calling it a 1st down. Ooh, boy. Montgomery again with the carry. Gets it up to the 50-yard line. Gain of 3, maybe 4 on play. I still don't know about that. They say 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Goff under center. Have a man in motion. Play action. Back. Looks. Throws. Over the middle. Oh! God! That was a hospital ball from Jared Goff. My man got sandwiched. Way up there. Went up. Climbed the ladder to get that. Did Williams. Got tackled in the front. Got fucked in the back. Held on to the ball somehow. Bull Goff got hit right in the face too with a helmet. No flag. That is definitely helmet-to-helmet contact on the quarterback. As they just keep on showing it on NBC. Again and again, and again and again and again, from other angles, and again and again and again. But it is first down from the 33. Goff back, throws, completed to Montgomery. He's got room and blockers. To the 15, down to the 10, out at the 9, then thrown out, laid out of bounds. How are they not throwing a flat? Wow. First and goal, though, coming up for the Lions. The officials letting a lot of shit go here. I guess we always say we want less flags. The officials are acquiescing to that request here in this game, so I guess can't be too mad. Although some of these plays are a little... So first and goal from the 9. Goff under center. Sun God in motion. He's going to throw as a screen, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Lions. And bang! Just like that, the Sun God gets a touchdown, and the Lions are going to be 3 points away after this extra point. If they had gotten the 2 points, they would have gone for another 2 points here, and it could be for the tie, but they missed that 2-point conversion. So here we go. Extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that's good. And we have a 3-point game. What was this game? 23-7 at halftime? 13 unanswered points have the Lions within 3. Can the Texans hold on? Or will the Lions find a way to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? We're going to find out right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know I got a little overdramatic there, but again, it's late. I'm tired, and I'm kind of getting loopy. I do have a little caffeine in me, but that's not helping. Been up for a long time. We had the early game here, obviously. We had the Giants versus the Panthers, which not only was I up early for, but boy, did that age me about 17 years. It was just the fucking worst. Then I went ahead and did not didn't broadcast any of the 1 p.m. games, which were all seemingly fan-fucking-tastic. Instead, we decided to do 4 o'clock game for the Eagles, Jimbo's team, and watch the Eagles just dismantle the Cowboys, 34-6. So again, boring as shit. And this game looked like it was on the way to being boring as hell, 23-7 at halftime for the Texans. But the Lions have come roaring back after what was an absolutely batshit third quarter. So, here we are on the raggedy edge. Hamster, I would have it no other way. This is what football season is about. You got to remember, this is already week 10. We're only a couple months away from no football again. Just remember that. Remember how long we were just dying and waiting for football to come back? Just dying to see it come back. Now it's here. Let's not let it go. Let us not let this go. Hold on for dear life. Just checking Twitter X here, sorry. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Texans from the 30. Let me move that ball as I missed a... sorry about that, guys. I was, again, checking Twitter X. Checking everything out there. Okay. Fake toss back here from C.J. Stroud. Can't find anybody open. Finally does. That's going to be good for a first down. And up to about the 46-yard line for the Tejanos. Texans looking to go ahead and make this a 10-point game again. Schultz with the reception. I think next year. It's either next year or the year after it happens. I honestly think it's coming soon. It's coming much sooner rather than later. The 18-game schedule there, Hamster, I think it's coming real close. 1st down and 10, and that's going to be a gain of 0.0 yards for the Texans. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Satanic Tampons. 10:36, 10:35, 10:34, and counting here in the 4th quarter if you're sinking along. And if you are, thank you for joining us here. If you like what you're watching, please hit the like button. Please share us around on all your social media. Get more eyeballs on us. It helps us out tremendously. And, of course, if you're watching along and have yet to smack that subscribe button on its jiggly booty, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. Gets us closer to being monetized. We're over 200. Next goal is 300 subscribers. You can help us out. Flags before the start of the play. That's going to be a false start there on the Texans. Move them back 5 yards. Again, that'll be the 9th flag of the game. Doing pretty well with the flags here so far. 10:07 remaining here. Crafty Southpaw saying, are the Texans about to pull a Lions? I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean are they going to come back and extend the score? Are they going to fumble? Like I don't know. I don't know what that means. 2nd and 15. Stroud back, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run it himself. He's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards there on that. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 11, 10, somewhere around there. Depends on the spot from the officials. He kind of stumbled forward, didn't really slide down. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for the Texans. Can the Lions hold them and get the ball back? Or will the Texans move the chains? C.J. Stroud in shotgun, takes the snap back. Immediate pressure, gets away again, will not get away that time. Ball's out! Fumbled back at the 33-yard line. The Texans do recover, but it will be 4th down, and the Lions will get the ball back. Boy, they would have really liked to have gotten that fumble recovery. It would have made things a little bit easier. You mean choke away a big halftime lead? Oh, kind of like how they did with the Niners in the NFC Championship game. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down now, Crafty. I see what you mean. Has a quarterback ever thrown 5 interceptions and won a game? That's a great question. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look it up. So here comes the punt. Lions stay away from it. Poison. That's going to be down at the 16-yard line. And that's where they will take over with a chance to either tie or take the lead in this game. Yes, several quarterbacks have won games after throwing 5 interceptions, including John Elway in 1985. He threw 5 interceptions against Kansas City, but won. Dan Fouts in 1980 led the Chargers over the Raiders. Joe Ferguson led the Bills over Miami, again, 1980. A lot of the 85, two games happened in 1980. 1970, Johnny Unitas threw 5 picks, but led the Colts to a victory over the Chicago Bears. And in 1967, Bart Starr, Hall of Famer, threw 5 picks, but led Green Bay again over Chicago. Matt Ryan has also done so. Overall, there have been 8 games in which an NFL quarterback has thrown 5 interceptions. Where NFL teams have won a game where a quarterback has thrown 5 interceptions. So 8 games, a quarterback has thrown 5 interceptions, they have won. The rest they've lost. The winning percentage is .058 for teams who have thrown 5 picks and then won a game. So not common, but indeed it has happened before. Crafty Southpaw in the chat says Russell Wilson has adjusted surprisingly well to being a pocket passer. He has done well in Pittsburgh. Let's be honest. He's done well. Mike Williams, big game-winning touchdown in his first game there. Pittsburgh, still first place now in the AFC North by a half a game, as they have one less loss than the Ravens. They are 7-2. The Ravens are 7-3. So again, who thought the Steelers were going to be this good? I did not have the Steelers this high. I thought the whole AFC North was going to be good. Boy, the Browns have been disappointing. The Bengals have been disappointing. But the Steelers, out of nowhere, playing well. And the Ravens, disappointing, but still winning games. So, Chief Asset in the chat says, I want the Lions to win. They need to pick it up. I just got back from teaching, and they're down by 3. They were down 23-7 at halftime. Then we had a wacky-ass third quarter. Chief Asset, you missed maybe the most batshit third quarter of the NFL season. There were 4 total picks. Just insanity. It was fun. Jameer Gibbs runs 30-40 down to the 45. I'm sorry, down to the 40-yard line. Looks like that's where he stepped out. He's going to step out at the 40. Either way, big gain for the Lions, who had the ball at the 16-yard line. Now they're going to have it up by the 40. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Jameer Gibbs, massive run. Oh, no, he stepped out way before that. Never mind. 25, 30. He stepped out at about the 32. Yeah, 32-yard line. He kept on running like he was still there, but he was way out of bounds. Jared Goff back to throw. That's going to be complete. That's going to be close to another first down. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the reception. I haven't seen any news about the firing of Daboll yet. I will be having that. I have that on my Google Alerts to make sure that the moment it happens, I'm notified so that I can celebrate with some booze, some liquor. Maybe I'll even get a hooker to celebrate. It'll be nice. It'll be fun. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a fun time when Daboll gets fired. But we'll see. Jared Goff, hand off here to Jameer Gibbs. Busts it out to the right side, and another big gain to the 50, 45. Looks like he's going to be out at the 40-yard line of the Texans. 7:08, 7:07, 7:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lions now in Texans territory. 1st and 10. Again, Penny Sewell, just a massive beast of an offensive lineman. Maybe the best offensive lineman in the game. Amon-Ra St. Brown out blocking for Jameer Gibbs on that run. 6:36, 35 remaining here in the fourth quarter from the 39-yard line. Hand off to Gibbs again. He's going to get 7 yards on the carry. Listen, I think the Giants gave him a cushion year last year because of how bad the offensive line was, how bad Listen, it was so bad how Joe Shane constructed that team last year that it seems like they felt like they gave Daboll another year, like a makeup year. Which, by the way, why do you still have Joe Shane if it's that bad? But both of them need to go immediately. 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Lions. So it was only a 6-yard gain. A toss out to Gibbs again. But, oh boy, the Texans got him way back there at the 40-yard line. Massive loss. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now coming up for Detroit. Big, big loss. Can't have that. Texans smelled that play out. They were not going to do anything with Gibbs on that play. Yeah, they knew. They they had that one way sniffed out. So now 3rd and long coming up here for the Lions. They are down 3 at the 40. I don't know if you try a field goal from the 40. That's going to be a long-ass fucking field goal. That's going to be close to a 60-yard field goal there. Jared Goff throws. That's going to be dropped by Amon-Ra St. Brown. It was a low throw anyway. So 4th and 11. What do the Lions do? It did hit St. Brown in the hands. It was a little out in front of him, but you got to make that catch in that kind of situation. The Lions are going to go for the field goal to tie the game. Jake Bates, the Michigan Panther, USFL stud, takes the snap. Hold. Kick is up. And that's going to sneak just past the right upright. And it is good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a tie game, 23-23. The Lions have come all the way back and have tied the game. Chief Asset was saying Lions need to go for it on every 4th down, laughing. Well, they got the field goal there. It's a tie game. Yeah, but you know what? Dan Campbell hasn't had a field goal kicker like Jake Bates. That Michigan Panther, that USFL leg stud. He was hitting 60-yarders there in Ford Field. 68-yarders. He was hitting bombs in the USFL. And boy, he's transitioned well to the NFL game. He's done super, super good there for the Lions. And hey, he got it there. Long-ass field goal. Snuck it just inside that right upright. And you got yourself a tie game now. Lions 23, Texans 23. Yes, it does. Yeah, if he misses it, if that doesn't squeak by, if that hits the upright and bounces out, Texans have a real good opportunity to take advantage of this game. Now, if you're the Texans, you got to answer. Can you answer back? You haven't done well this second half at all. C.J. Stroud has 2 picks already. You've scored no points in this second half. Can you score? Whether it's a field goal, whether it's a touchdown, can you get back on top? And can you try to hold the ball, get a drive going, keep the ball out of the Lions' hands? Can you do it? Or will the Lions' defense step up, get the ball back with a chance to take the lead? Damn, this is exciting Sunday Night Football, and I'm glad we finally got a good game here to watch. As we're watching along here because we had the Giants game. Yes, they went to overtime. That was a tie game. That was, whatever. The overtime winning field goal for the Panthers. But boy, did that game suck to watch. That was just a lot of bad football on both sides in that game. This has been, listen, I'm not going to say 5 interceptions from Jared Goff and 2 interceptions from C.J. Stroud is good football. But it's been entertaining. That's for goddamn sure. As we've had 46 total points scored in this game. Got good times. We got good times. So here we go. 501. Which reminds me of our boy ELS, TrainTuber 501. Which, by the way, go give ELS a good follow over on his channel. A subscribe. ELS has been a massive benefit to this channel and to us here. And we love him. So go give him a subscribe, a follow, a hey, how you doing? Give him a couple comments too, as well. Man does great stuff, and he's a good friend of the channel. So here we go. This is going to be a touchback, so they will get the ball at the 30-yard line. That kick was squeezing. Look at the shadow on the upright. You can't squeeze that sucker any closer. My God. That's the other thing, too. At least we got a decent primetime game. I think Thursday's game is going to be good. Eagles versus Commanders. The Washington football team or Redskins Commanders. That's going to be a good one. 1st and 10. Mixon was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he pushes forward. He's going to get a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards, depending on the spot. They give him 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Texans. As we see Jake Bates there with his 58-yard field goal that's squeezed on through there for the Lions to tie the game. Stroud under center. Play action. Rolls out to his right. Looking for somebody to be open. Can't find anybody. Who's going to get sacked. Throws. Incomplete. 3rd and 6. Had a receiver. Could not get it to him. Big down for the Texans. For the Lions. Texans need to get a first down. The Lions need to get a stop. Immovable force versus, or unstoppable force versus an immovable object. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Of course, I couldn't say anything else because I was thinking like this. It's been a long day. That's going to be my excuse for any time I fuck up. It's just been a long day. 3rd and 6. Texans back, looks, throws, juggled, but caught. And that's going to be a touchdown. Mechie with the reception and a big first down for the Texans. Chains move, clock moves, 4 minutes, and it's going to be under 4 minutes by the time they snap the ball. Evening coffee hits just right. First and 10. Stroud under center. Hands it off to Mixon, and that's going to be a gain of 2 yards. .326, .325, .324 on the clock. Texans are going to be happy to kind of milk this clock and drain it. See how far down they can get it before they either kick a field goal or get close to a touchdown. We'll see what happens here. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. Under 3 minutes now. Play clock under 5. Stroud is in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Throws. That's going to be caught. And a first down for the Texans. Out of bounds. Clock stops. 2:47 remaining. Fresh set of downs for the Texans. Lions need to get a stop. So far, not happening. Texans are now in Lions territory. Let's see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of the Lions. Stroud in shotgun. Hands off to Mixon. Mixon gets up to the 42. And that's going to be 2nd and 6. ELS! Welcome back, brother. Game's getting intense now. Indeed, it is. And it is indeed 2nd and 6. We are at 2:23 remaining in the game. Clock is ticking. We're down to 2:15 now. Clock is ticking. 2nd and 6. Play clock under 5. 2:07 when the ball is snapped. Hand off to Mixon. He's going to get it to the 40 and no further. Gain of 2 yards. 3rd and 4 coming up, and we have hit the 2-minute warning. Squeaky bum time, ladies and gentlemen. Squeaky bum time. This is where we are. Lions 23, Texans 23. Texans are at the 40-yard line of the Lions. It is going to be 3rd and 4 when we come back from the 2-minute warning. ELS letting us know that he is leading now by 103.8 points in his fantasy league. I think you are safe, ELS. In your league, I guess you said this is going to be your 6th win of the season. Congratulations. Something funny here? Hold on, let me see. We might have to play this.
This area 1 year ago, he was selling bricks in Houston, Texas. Hopefully they're going to chance to...
I can't hear what it was said. Oh, selling bricks. Oh, is that what they're saying? Like bricks of drugs is what they're saying. Chief Asset saying, I agree, the logo and jersey are a bit much. Oh, about my, the satanic tampons? Yeah. Goff is at 5. Technically 5. It's really only 4. The one they're calling an interception was more of a fumble. It got knocked out of his hand on the backswing. If it had hit the ground, it would have been called a fumble, not an incomplete pass. But it kind of just bounced around and then was caught. So it's kind of a fumbleception. But I guess the NFL is officially calling it an interception. So technically 5, really 4. It's been a wonky game, but still the Lions are right there, even with the 5 turnovers. So let's see here. 2 minutes. Texans, 3rd and 4 at the 40-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Can the Lions stop them here? They need to get a stop. Lions have 3 timeouts left. So do the Texans. 3rd and 4. Stroud in shotgun. Takes the snap back. He's looking to throw. Lions looking to get pressure. Throwing over the middle. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. Arnold injured down on the ground for the Lions. 4th and 4 upcoming here for the Texans. Texans looking for a flag. They are not going to get one. The officials have been very judicious with the flags in this game, and I appreciate that. Might have been a little early contact there. But I appreciate. Actually, no. I think that's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. I'll tell you what. I'm fine with it. Why? Because first of all, I'm not a Texans. I have no dog in this fight. So I'm sure Texans fans are pissed off. I'm sure Lions fans are happy. I'm sure Texans fans are pissed off. But it is 4th and 4. What are the Texans going to do here? Are they going to go for their own long field goal again from the 40? That's where Jake Bates hit from. What was it, a 58-yard field goal? Arnold on the bench, 4th and 4. Can Fairbairn hit a 58-yarder? He's got a leg on him. Fairbairn does. And indeed, Fairbairn's coming out for the field goal. Can he hit it? To give Houston the lead. 1:56 remaining. Fourth and 4. 58-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. No good! Absolutely no good. Wide left. And ladies and gentlemen, oh no. The Lions have the ball in very, advantageous position. They are down one timeout because of the injury timeout with Arnold down. So I got to take that timeout off there for the Lions. As I punch the mic again. Sorry about that. Always doing that. Always punching the mic. Ooh, boy. Are the Texans going to blow this game? They had it was a 23-7 lead, wasn't it? Lions, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line, their own 48. Indeed, it was 23-7 at halftime. 1st and 10, they get about 2, maybe 3 yards there. Jahmyr Gibbs. Houston calls their first timeout, as they're going to try to preserve some time here. I'm wondering who gets fired first, McCarthy or Daboll. I'm hoping it's Daboll. Maybe they both get fired at the same time. I don't know. Jerry has a tendency not to fire his coaches in midseason. Same with Mara. So, I don't think either one of them are going to get it, but I would hope both of them do, because both franchises need something, just a little something to show, like, hey, we care, we know, we need change. Like, nothing's going to save this season. This is basically telling you next season everything's going to change and we're going to have something different. I think that's what the message you need to send. Pitch to Gibbs on 2nd down. That's going to be no gain. Clock stops, 1:40 remaining. I'd like both coaches to be fired, ELS. Like I said, I would like that, but I don't know. The way the owners are, the way Jerry is, and the way Mara is, I don't know. I don't know if either one of them get fired. It's just the way they do it. Mara never fires in season, and Jerry Jones never fired. I mean, look how long he held on to Jason fucking Garrett. You know what I mean? So, 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Lions. This is a big down. Again, we've been saying that a lot here. Big down, big down, big down. Of course, I thought he had gotten out of bounds. He didn't. Houston had to take a timeout. So Houston, again, trying to save some time here for their own if they can go ahead and stop the Lions. Lions have to get 6 yards to move the chains and keep the clock moving and get closer to a possible game-winning field goal attempt. 1:40 remaining. Detroit 2 timeouts. Houston 1 timeout. 3rd and 6. They are on the Texans' 48-yard line. They have to get to the 42. Goff back, looks, throws, caught. 1st down. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets down to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Clock is stopped. Which team took the timeout? Is it Houston or Detroit? Yeah, no, that's why they look like Satan's tampon. That's why I've been talking about that chief asset. I do not like the uniform. I don't. And I'm a uniform guy. I'm a logo guy. That's my whole thing. I love graphic design. I love uniform design, sports uniforms, sports logos. That is my thing. I am weirdly obsessed when it comes to uniforms, uniform colors, design, all that kind of shit. This Texans uniform is satanic tampon. That's what it is. So Houston does take their final timeout. 1:33 remaining. The Lions are in getting real good position here. They're already closer than they were for Jake Bates' last field goal attempt. They are on the 37. Goff. Hands off. Jahmyr Gibbs. Down to the 35. 2-yard game. 2nd and 8. And the clock can now tick down as freely as they want. Like, the Texans helmet looks good. Like, if the New Jersey Devils were a football team, that would be the helmet I think they would wear. It's cool. That'd be a cool New Jersey Devils helmet. .53 seconds left. 52, 51, and 50. Lions. Goff under center. Hands it off. Ball snapped with 49 seconds left. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to fall forward for 3 yards. 40 seconds left as the clock keeps ticking. I'm sorry, that was Montgomery, not Gibbs, with that carry. It's going to be third and depends on the spot here by the officials. Third and 7. Packers Productions. Hey, brother, haven't seen you here in a while. Thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Great to see you in the chat. If Bates missed the field goal, then we're going to overtime. That's what happens. Lions take their second timeout. What is Dan Campbell? What's his thing? Hamster says maybe he'll miss. I want overtime. We had Giants overtime already. This game would be cool in overtime, but actually I want to see a game end in regulation. Overtime's cool sometimes. This game's been nuts anyway. I don't know if it needs overtime. We'll find out, though. We will find out soon enough. 4 seconds left. This is the game. Or it's overtime. This is going to be 52 yards, 6 yards shorter than his last field goal. This one is from the left hash mark. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and he's just going to sneak that one in. And the Lions come all the way back, and they win on the last second field goal against Houston, who led this entire game, who were leading 23-7 at halftime. The Lions scored 19 points in the second half to win 26-23. The Lions are now 8-1. Houston have dropped 2 straight. They dropped to 6-4. Wow. What a game. What an absolute game this was, especially the second half. We started off with an immediate interception by C.J. Stroud. Then another immediate interception by Jared Goff. Then the Texans go... The third quarter was insane. Between all the turnovers back and forth. You're figuring Jared Goff had 5 turnovers. 5 interceptions in this game did Jared Goff have. And again, Jake Bates just sneaks one in to tie the game on the right upright. And then on the game-winning kick, sneaks it just. Did you see the shadow on the upright? Just sneaks it in on the left upright to go ahead and win the game for the Lions, 26-23. And the Lions, listen, was this a great game by the Lions? Absolutely not. This game was a mess for the Lions. But a lot like the Chiefs and a lot like the Cardinals, the Lions have found a way to win. And Jake Bates, who again was king of the USFL there with the Michigan Panthers, stays at Ford Field, stays in Detroit there with the Lions, and he has, again, made a pretty good transition to being an NFL kicker. And the Lions pull off one hell of a comeback to go ahead and beat the Satanic Tampons of Houston, 26-23. And Crafty Southpaw says that proves that the Lions can win anytime game. They've won this game. They won outdoors last week against the Packers in terrible, cold, windy, rainy weather, which a lot of people said that the Lions weren't going to be able to do. They did so out at Lambeau last week The Lions have won almost every kind of game here. The only game they lost was to Baker and the Buccaneers, baby. And again, they had a tough game. They lost at the last second to the Niners. But again, what a great, weird, wacky fucking Sunday of NFL football. And I want to thank every single one of you for joining us, especially Hamster, who has been with us since 9:30 this morning, watching the terrible Giants versus the terrible Panthers. We got through that. We watched the Eagles and Cowboys, where the Eagles just destroyed Dallas. We went through that game. And then we had this game, at least, baby. Third time's the charm. We had a beautiful jewel of a game here on Sunday night to end this wonderful NFL Week 10 Sunday. Listen, Week 10's not over, though. We have ourselves a game tomorrow night. Who is playing? It's the Dolphins, right? Who the fuck are the Dolphins playing? Oh, the Rams. That's who it is. I don't know why I forgot. I blanked on who was playing tomorrow. Dolphins, Rams, Monday night. Tomorrow, you know where to be. It's right here with your boy King on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you liked anything, any part of this broadcast, go ahead and give us a like. Share us around with other people. Let them know that this channel exists. Of course, if you're watching along and are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much for everybody out there. All of your support, all that you do here. We appreciate every single last one of you guys, especially you guys that join us in the chat. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Again, if you want to help us out a little bit more directly, we have the donation station link is in the description below this video, as well as our merch store link, and our Discord link is down there as well. You can go ahead and do all that. Packers Production, good night to you as well. See you tomorrow for Monday Night Football right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Until tomorrow night, I'm your boy King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. See you Monday, folks. What a game.